I'm still in your head. So what, I left you unread. You know I'm moving silence. And I've been on a roll. Been so long that we in control. Views in the room, but she on that pole. Heard about yourselves, I ain't see him. Flying off the line in my DM. I don't have time for this, no. This is why you're always alone. Decisions you're making, I don't know what's going on, but that ain't none of my business. But I wanna move on. Always taking me round in circles. Always scared that I'm gonna hurt you. Now round and round we go, 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 round and round we. Always taking me round in circles. Always scared that I'm gonna hurt you. Now round and round we go, 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 round and round we go. Always taking me round in circles. Always scared that I'm gonna hurt you. Now round and round we go, 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 round and round we. Always taking me round in circles. Always scared that I'm gonna hurt you. Now round and round we go, 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 round and round we go. You know I'm still in your head. So what, I left you unread. You know I'm moving silence. And I've been on a roll. Been so long that we in control. Views in the room, but she on that pole. Heard about yourselves, I ain't see him. Flying off the line in my DM. I don't have time for this, no. This is why you're always alone. Decisions you're making, I don't know what's going on, but that ain't none of my business. But I wanna move on. Always taking me round in circles. Always scared that I'm gonna hurt you. Now round and round we go, 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 round and round we. Always taking me round in circles. Always scared that I'm gonna hurt you. Now round and round we go, 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 round and round we go.
That's killed it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. But Klopp doesn't change the system. Since move back left, you don't want to change from the 4-3.
Good evening, people. Back again on the Jerry James Show. Champions League gloom, Champions League lows, feeling blue, feeling mal por los españoles, for the Spanish-speaking people. It's crazy, man. Big up to everyone in the building. Make sure we're smashing a like as we enter the chat. As you know already, it's going to be the final Champions League show, which is a bit sad. It's a bit sad. Like I did like this show, you know. I liked having you guys. I mean, coming on, having your own opinions as well. It's been great. So, look, without further ado, we're gonna have to get into it. Apologies, people, if I keep looking away from the camera. I've got a problem with my eye, and I'm not really seeing out of it. You can probably see it's droopy. So, apologies about that, people. But look, we got to keep it running. We got to keep it going. Look. G is going to be joining us very, very shortly, just having to sort out something quickly in the background. But for now, you're going to have me. And look, I'm going to need you guys to help me out because we're going to run through this game before I get you guys on. Like, we're going to have to react to this properly because this Liverpool team have been taking the mick for the longest now. So let's just change that banner off from the get-go. We're in the mud, and please make sure we're subscribing to the channel, guys. We're trying to get to 2K, so please, if we can do that, please share. Your mom, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, whoever. We want to grow the channel. The more the channel grows, the better content we can produce. And trust me, something's dropping before the end of the season that you guys are going to be like shocked about, man. It's going to be crazy for you guys. So big up. We got Paul Smith in the building from the get-go saying, look, is there a link that gets me on to call tonight? Yes, there is. 100%. There will be. I'm going to give everyone that opportunity. It's going to get dropped in. I'm going to pin it up, and it's only going to be pinned up for 5 minutes. So everyone's going to be able to go and get in. It does get packed, people. It does get packed. So listen, you guys, there's 25 people in the building right now. If we got 25 likes, I know for a fact you guys are going to get that first opportunity to jump on the live because you guys know when I'm going to drop it. I'm gonna wink like this. I'm gonna wink with this eye, and you guys are like, no, I'm gonna drop it. So just make sure you're ready in the chat. We got RJ in the building. Big up to RJ. We got Aman Singh saying Liverpool are so boring, man. Dusty, dry ballers, dusty manager, and dead owners. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. We got John II in the building saying we locked in. Everyone like up the stream. Yeah, big up. Guys, anyone that liked the intro to the video, the little interlude before we started the video, that is John's new tune. It's called Circles, out now on all platforms. Please make sure we're heading over there. It's John DII on all streaming platforms. Just check that out. Crazy tune at the moment. So yeah, big up. We got Captain Sal in the building saying Jerry, big up. We got Richo in the building, our resident Evertonian. We don't mess with the Evertonians, but we mess with this one. Big up to you, Rich. Oh, we got KVJ in the building. We got Fritz, Aquaba Fritz. We got the Playmaker. Europa Conference vibes loading. Trust me, we're going to get into it. We got Rever Knight in the building as well. We got Mark. We got all the main men. We got KLFC. We got Mo saying, look, Klopp psychotic. Figured out smile is frustrating. Listen, we're gonna chop about it. We're gonna talk about this, man. We got Mo Khalifa saying, what's up, JJ? Liverpool went to the Bernabeu Stadium to become Real's punching bag, and the announcer played "You'll Never Walk Alone" for something for appreciation. We're gonna chop that up. Listen, we're gonna chop that up. We got Colin Dax in the building. We got Double T, Abdus Chowdhury, and Mr. Saturday as well saying dope track. Yeah, make sure we're heading over there and running up the streaming numbers, man. Look, cool. We're coming into the game, right? What did I do yesterday on the stream, people, for the preview? I was wearing Liverpool red, bro. I had it on my chest. That standard chart was pressing up against my stomach, bro. And guess what? All for nonsense, bro. All for nonsense. Just the one thing, listen, the one caveat that I wanted to see from this team is some fight. I don't know if you guys remember. You might have heard me on Ensman TV. You might have heard me on the preview yesterday. What did I say, people? I made a massive statement. I said, I'd pray the youngsters. And do you know why I would do that? Because I don't believe in the mentality of our players. I don't believe they think they can get over that line. I don't believe that they believe in themselves. I don't believe that the manager believes in himself. What did I say? Groupon settings. Get these brothers to spend their... Do you know what I mean? Give them that Groupon voucher and go have an experience at the Bernabeu. I'd love to play at the Bernabeu, people. I'd love it. But guess what? That's not what happened. We decided to play our main men, fair play. But guess what? Show some fight, show some passion. What did we do? What did we do in that game? Tell me, what did we do, people? What did we do? We got Abda saying this club is trash. Do you know what I mean? We got Colin Dax saying we're bin juice. Marquez saying, look, genuinely think we finished 10th. Chat to me, people. What did we do? Nada. We done nothing. We didn't lay a glove on this team. So many things we could talk about. Substitutions were poor. The game was dead. The game was boring. Anyone that thought we could do some miracle comeback, you man are deluded. You man are deluded right now. We talk about being real fans, yeah? Real fans, you got to keep it real in every part of walk of life. This delusion is just, I can't respect that. I can't respect. How can't we going into the trenches with men that are deluded? You either deluded with me or you're not. And right now, that delusion didn't make sense to me, so I weren't going to be deluded. And this was crazy to me, people. It was mad. It was mad. I mean, look, we got Mo saying, look, we're a real Madrid side piece right now. We are, bro. We are, bro. And you know what? You know what? Let me see if I can. I'm pretty sure there's a press conference, right? A press conference has dropped. Let me see if I can grab this, man. Hold on. Hold on, people. Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can go and grab this, right? There's going to be a press conference. I need to drop this press conference for you people. Because right now, the way this team is moving, I need some answer from Klopp, bro. I need some answer from Klopp. And I'm going to go straight into the archive. This is direct from the horse's mouth. We got Klopp. That German, yeah? That German is supposed to be leading this pack into, like, what? The biggest game of the season. Trying to save our season. Let's be honest. Like, getting into the top four isn't saving our season. Saving our season is winning the Champions League, bro. Those are my standards. Those are the standards of the team in the 70s and 80s. Bill Shankly, Bob Paisley. And what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? But anyway, let's run the rhythm, man.
Fuck this team. We are fucking shit. I might as well call Ancelotti my daddy for the number of times he has fucked me because we are truly Real Madrid's bitches. Especially Trent, because Vinicius has him on a leash like a good bitch he is. Like, how many times has Vinicius made Trent look like his bitch? He might as well just adopt Trent and free me from the burden of starting him because he is shit. And Modric and Kroos made Fabinho look like his real age because I'm telling you that man is touching 50, someone check his passport. But in all honesty, I'm not fucking surprised because when we still have a pensioner, James Milner, who can't run for shit in midfield, how the fuck are we going to beat our dads?
Bruv, we are absolutely mudded, bro. We are mudded. And I'll check the madness, people. Yeah, check the madness. Speaking about, and I'm going to touch on a few points from that press conference from Klopp, right? Modric and Kroos. Bro, how are Modric and Kroos 37 and 36 respectively, sorry, I believe, right? Two over 30-year-olds. Covering more ground than Fabinho, covering more ground than Milner, covering more ground than Elliott that came on, covering more ground than anyone. I thought our problem was we didn't have legs, people. I thought that was the issue, right? What did they show? What did they show? You let the ball do the work. You let the ball do the work. That's what they did. Made us look silly. Do you know how embarrassing that is? That's actually, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I actually believe this is more demoralizing than the 5-2. 2 points why I believe that. First of all, we had 20 minutes of excitement, right? 20 minutes where Liverpool fans were like, rah, Darwin Núñez flick, Salah, and we're turning it on. And guess what? And guess what the other one is? Is that you could look at individual mistakes and be like, rah, you know what? Maybe it was a 60-40 game to them, but they just took all their chances. Do you know what happened in yesterday's game? Look, what was Vinicius doing to our right back? What was Vinicius doing to our right back, people? I don't know where to even start right now about this brother, innit? Mr. Dreadlock Man, Mr. Bob Marley. He needs a retwist. He needs to get retwisted up. Because he's so twisted up right now, I don't even think he knows where left and right back is. I think you put him out on the pitch next game, he ends up at left back. He actually ends up at left back. I'm going to say something. It's going to actually, look, I know I'm being a bit mad, right? And maybe I am. And let me know in the comments. I am going to get into the comments, people. 40 people in the building, make sure we're smashing the like. Trent's a luxury player, you know. I flipping deeped it. I've deeped it. Tell me, and I want anyone in the comments to disagree with me, tell me he doesn't remind you of Ozil. Arsenal Ozil. When everything's going great, man's getting bare assists. How many assists did he get in the Premier League? Was it 20? 20 assists, Ozil, right? What happens when the team's doing dog shit? Nowhere to be seen. Questioning his work ethic. That's what I'm seeing. And I know Carragher's getting a lot of stick right now for going and giving his opinion on, Trent, the fact that he's not the right back you would necessarily want if you're trying to get into the top 4 year on, year out. People are misinterpreting what Carragher's saying. If Liverpool are now going to be in a position where we're challenging for 4th year in, year out, what's more important? What signing was more important, people? Was it the Salah signing that got us bare goals, right? Or was it the Verge signing? Interesting one, right? Was it the defense that needed shoring up, or was it our goals? Because we always scored goals. Origi was scoring goals, people. Mane was scoring goals. Coutinho was in the team. But do you know what we went and did? We've gone and structured our whole team around this brother's way of playing when it's a luxury type of player, bro. When it comes down to the basics, what is man doing, people? Chat to me. Chat to me. And man are going to come to me. Man are going to come to me and talk to me about, you know what? Trent's so bad, but he's not in the right positions to defend. Listen, he was in the right back spot yesterday, bro. Couldn't defend for Jack. Is it Trent Vinicius? Alexander Vinicius? Is that what we're saying? Trent Alexander Vinicius. We got Gomez Mitoma. Alexander Vinicius. We're an absolute mess. We're an absolute mess. Virgil. What are you doing, bro? You're my guy. My centre back. Now look at you. Now look at you. Bozo. That Bozo gene's affected you as well. Konate as well. Just a bozo, innit? Don't know if you guys saw that second goal. He was jumping around like he's on a pogo stick, doing all of this, doing like he's about to Azonto and Shaka Zulu the thing. It's done. It's crazy. It's actually mad what we're witnessing. And it's difficult for me to just like try and get onto all these players, right? It's difficult. So I'm all over the place right now. But guess what? Do you know what's going to help me, people? I'm going to go and get some stats out. I'm going to analyze that. And then guess what? You're going to have to come on and help me because I'm losing it right now. I'm getting irritated with this eye thing. It's crazy. But let's go and have a look, man. So, boom. Let me move this from you people, all right? All right, these are the stats from the game, yeah? So let's have a look at them. Let me see if I can move myself. Can I move myself? So you guys can see me. It's not going to work. And that's not going to work, but no worries. You guys might not be able to see it, but I'm going to read it out, right? Expected goals, they had 1.57 to Liverpool, 0.02. In a game where we had to go and score 3 goals minimum to get into the game. Can you believe this, people? A minimum 3 goals to get into the game. And we had a 0.02 XG, expected goals percentage. How shocking is that? We look at ball possession, people, 52% to their 48%. So they actually allowed us to have the ball a lot of the time. We had 1 shot in the whole game. 1 shot in the game. Again, I reiterate, looking to score 3 goals or more. They trumped us on shots. Shots on target with it being 4-1. Shots off target with it being 3-0 and blocked shots. We had 4 corners though. 4 corners. Yet none of them resulted in anything dangerous. Big chances, they had 3. We had none. They missed 2 big chances. 2. It could have been 3-0. 7 shots inside of the box. 1 shot outside of the box. Alisson only made 1 save, people. Alisson only made 1 save of Courtois making 2. Yet again, we are looking rubbish, people. And we're going to get into some of the more interesting stats. And I'm going to have to get them out. Because I'm looking here, people. And this is really interesting. We've got the play areas. Majority of the time, the ball was spent in the middle part of the game. And at the back, they kept the ball. They knew we were going to press them and they countered us. And what's so interesting, They attacked predominantly down their left-hand side with 90% of their attacks coming down the left. Look at our right side. Look where we try to attack. As a manager, where's your tactical nous? Where do you break the game down? How do you not look at that and say, you know what? Maybe let's attack down the left this game. Maybe try negate what Vinicius and stuff is going to do. Instead, it's just run it back. Run it back. Do the same thing over and over again. We've spoken about it, people. You know what it is. Rumours are that's Linda's to Klopp. I don't know what we should do. I don't know. Maybe play Gakpo. Just reload it, bro. It doesn't matter what you play Gakpo. Reload it. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, people. I'm looking here, and this is the next one. It's really interesting. I highlighted this one, people. This is incredible, right? We, before the game, knowing that the lineup came out in our preview with Romz, Ish, and G. Yeah, big up to them, man. What did we say? We ain't got midfielders. Klopp's going to go for 4-4-2. A 4-2-2-2. Should he play at 3 at the back? What did we end up doing, people? What did Linders and Klopp come up with? What was the tactic that made us go rah? I highlighted the brother, Mr. Cody Gakpo himself. Look at that formation and tell me that's not a basic 4-3-3 with a false 9. Is that not a formation that we played all season? No one could understand what was going on. I thought Gakpo's been playing up front. I thought Gakpo's looked great up front. Heck, certain people have been calling me for criticising Gakpo. We've just done the same thing and ran it back. Gakpinton. Gakpinton. That's what I'm going to call him. Cody Gakpinton. That's what we're doing. Joe Linton. Same type of player right now. Doing a job in midfield. In a supposed advanced 8 role in head of Milner and Fabinho. Jota in the false 9. Doesn't really make any sense. You should be more advanced if you've got Gakpo there. But anyway, we decided to do that. Salah wide on the right and Nunes on the left. Chat to me, people. Like, chat to me. I don't know what to really say about this manager and the tactics anymore. I've said it multiple times, so I'm not going to go into depth. I'm not going to give you any massive breakdowns in terms of what I think is going to happen, why I believe something happened, why I believe this player moved this way and that way. Because right now, it just doesn't make any sense to me at all. At all, people. What's the idea? What's the plan? What are you trying to do? Like, I don't know. I don't know right now. And it's gotten to the point, people, where I'm just shook. I'm shook because I don't know where we go from here as a team. I don't. I'm looking around for answers, people. Chat to me. Like, I'm going to literally get into the comments, just waiting to upload one more video, one more screenshot. This is Vinicius Jr. highlighted. These are the average positions of our team. What's so interesting, people? Rudiger, number 22, drops off to cover that Salah area. Nacho bombs on. Look how high Nacho is. But look where Vinicius is, people. Look where Benzema is situated. Not down the middle, towards the left. They targeted that our side yet again. And as a team, we're not even clocking it. We're not realizing it. We're not targeting. We're not doing anything to go and like look at that situation and be like, you know what? Let's resolve it by negating what they're going to try and do. You get paid the big bucks for this, you German. This German, bro. This German and his Dutch assistant. His Dutch sighting. How dare you go and steal the money from this club like that? Giving up That suggests to me you gave up. This formation here suggests to me you fucking gave up. Excuse the language. You gave up because you had a chance to go and do something different. Yet you fucking bottled it. You had a chance to make a change and you bottled it. How can I respect that? You're a wallad, bro. Klopp's a wallad. I was looking at the camp. Klopp's a wallad. How can you respect that? Call that your manager. Scared to criticize him. What did he do with Carvalho? You had a chance to change something. Play a 10. Play a 3 at the back. But you don't do it because you're scared. You're shook of change. You're shook of moving players on. You're shook of everything. You're shook. You're a shookhead. Shook ones. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I'm fuming. I'm going to need to get you guys on, man. I'm going to need to get you guys on. John, big up to John. John's calling him Diogo Lambert. Right now, he's moving at Lambert. How long has it been without a game now, bro? How long has it been without a game? Bro, I've been ranting. You are clocked.
Chat to me.
I just clocked right now. I'm going to put it up again, yeah, for the people that missed it. Big up to G. Make sure we're heading on to GTV as well. Do you know what this formation suggests to me? In a dead rubber game like this?
Chat to me.
Klopp's a fucking shookhead. He's a shookhead. You shook. You know why? But do you know why? Do you know why? Because in a game like this, that was a dead rubber game, you had a choice to go and do something completely different and out of the blue to go and get a result. And even if you lose, it doesn't matter. What he did, he went and played the same damn formation and was happy to only concede 1. Would have been happy to get a 0-0. When he could have went and said, you know what? Play a 4-2-4. Play a 3 at the back. Play a number 10. And I'm actually getting mad thinking about it. What did he do with Gakpo? Look at Gakpo's position. Furthermore, let's look at Vinicius' his heat map. Look at number 6. Look at Nacho. Why is Nacho so high? Usually, Salah's taking them back, no? Number 11's running them back.
Mm.
They allowed Rudiger to deal with that.
But
Rudiger. And do you know what's mad? Do you know what's mad? You're looking at this formation, right? Why is Jota? Why is number 20 coming in so deep? Why not play further forward on the last man if you've got Gakpo in that position? Because you're a shookhead. You reverted to type. He's a shookhead, bro. He's actually, bro. He proved to me, bro. He's not even a man like that. You know, he didn't even try down his sword. You know, like for honor, bro. You know when you got to do stuff for honor. Like, you know, the Japanese warriors for honor, bro. They take off the samurai helmet. They go out into war, bro. You know, like that. You know, they run out and they might get clotted up. They might do.
The problem that last comment from Jude Bellingham's joke. The thing is, all I want to know is if anyone can tell me, because before the game, when we was doing a preview and that, and we was talking about the whole like formation and stuff like that. We did our own formation. We chose what we would do as well. Bruv, like I said in my preview. So what was the formation? Because everyone was telling me 4-2-4, 4-2-3-1. Yo, Jurgen Klopp's changed it. Red tear. Yo, we're going to go with 4 attackers on the pitch. And if we got 4 attackers on the pitch, then we're going to do this. Gakpo's going to drop in and start playing like Messi, 2011 kind of thing. Like, I was like, okay, say no more. You know what I mean? That we all sat there, me, you, Ish, and Romz, and we did our team. And we did our team based upon, obviously, what we think is going to happen, but also what we kind of knew at the same time as well. When we see the average positions, the average position is in 4-3-3. So then I'm like, so I don't even understand. You play the 4-3-3 effectively, but with not the right players in their position. If you kind of look at it with Gakpo kind of playing midfield, Diogo Jota trying to do that Firmino role that he can't do. Darwin Núñez and Salah kind of just isolated out on the wings. I don't really get. We can blame the midfield, guys. We can keep talking about this midfield, but let's be honest. No one was talking about midfield when we beat Man United 7-0, when we had Fabinho and Henderson, two players that people don't even want to see in the team. So this midfield thing, I'm kind of getting a bit bored and tired of hearing about it, because clearly it's not even, it must be deeper than a midfield issue. Because look what Klopp's doing. You guys see the average heat maps, bro. We all see it. 4-3-3. That's what it looks like to me, from what I can see there. But everyone else told me.
No, but it is G. Let's cut the crap, bro. Let's just cut the crap. Look at it, bro. What formation is it?
Oh, that's a 4-3-3 effectively.
It is a 4-3-3 with an advanced 8. And you got Fabinho covering it, Trent's bombing forward, bro. What are we talking about? Bro, that's the formation we played under Klopp. The number 20 is the false 9. He's not playing as an advanced 9. You got the left winger that's high. You got Salah that's the right winger that's high. Back in the day, it would have been Mane that's a bit deeper, and it would have been Salah that's the one further up. But we decided to go and sacrifice Mane, let him go, and we made Salah this all-round creator instead of the goal scorer that he is. But look, we decided to go. Bro, it's a 4-3-3. Let's not beat around the bush, man.
Hey, man, that's your manager, not mine, bro.
I don't know about that, man. But hey, it's FSG's fault, innit? Big up to Mo Khalifa. It's FSG's fault. Those tactics are FSG's fault. Because do what I heard. It was mad. On the plane, to Spain, I heard John Werner, like, bruv, he took Klopp into the cockpit and he opened, like, you know, the satchel door, the window, and he stuck his head out the window. He was like, bruv, you German, bro. Like, I could have you finished right here, bruv. We'll dump you over the sea, bro. You ain't even going to be found again. You know, like Bermuda Triangle settings.
Bro.
Told him, Klopp was like, you know what? No, I'm going to play a 4-4. Nah, 4-3-3, bro, till we die. Tom Werner went and pulled out his chest. He's like, bro, I've got it tatted on my chest, bro. 4-3-3.
Like I said, bro, like, you know, it's... I don't know, man. Honestly, I really don't know when it comes to Klopp. I don't know what more like I can keep saying about this brother, man. Like, man, seeing the same things over and over again. We need to win a game. You know, we didn't even, at no point in the game did we really even look like now. And obviously, let's not get twisted. Let's not also, I don't want to forget that Real Madrid were also playing, and they also were able to nullify what we were doing at the same time as well. And obviously, fair enough to them. But it's like, I look at it and I just think to myself, what changes when you bring in certain type of like if you're able to bring in, say, we give him the money and blah blah blah, and he does all of this. Like, for example, you bring in Jude Bellingham. Does Jude Bellingham change the game? Not really. So now you're looking at, all right, so maybe he's going to need to bring in other players, and then we're talking about Luis Diaz coming back from injury, Thiago maybe potentially obviously coming back from injury. Would those players really have made that much of a difference in this kind of game, play in the same way that we play? I don't think so. I don't see it being that different. So this is why I say it's deeper than just, we can't keep using excuses of, oh, we've got injuries and this player's missing. And it's deeper than that, though. It's so much more deeper than that.
So, G, on that, before we get the callers in as well, because the callers have been waiting. We've got 61 people in the building. Make sure we're smashing the like, right? What is it then? You're saying it's a deeper issue, right? But just from your quick analysis, obviously you got a level 22.5 UEFA badge. Do you know what I mean? So chat to us. What is it then? Because man are saying it's the midfield. Man are saying it's the defense. Now man are saying it's because we ain't got a Trent right back. Before it was Linda's. It's FSG. What is it? What's the deeper issue in your opinion, bro?
There you go. It's just the tactics, bro. It's just the tactics. You can't. And big up who was I chatting to today? Kurdish, because he was talking about formations and he did like a thread on Twitter, and I was saying to him, all of these, like, he's showing like all the different formations that Jurgen Klopp has used throughout his time at Dortmund and obviously his time at Liverpool. And I was like, look, that's all great. Jurgen Klopp has used many formations at Liverpool, and he's done it this season as well. He's played the diamond, the two up top, and you know he's done other various like different things. The reality is, if you change formation, you kind of need to change the style of play that you play, because you can't play the same way with a different formation. It doesn't work like that. Football don't work like that. You just can't play with the same level of intensity. Well, you could go with level of intensity because that's something that maybe that doesn't really require a change of formation. But you can't play the same style of play in terms of if you're playing 4-4-2, you can't then look at it and say, all right, well, I'm going to have my wing backs doing the Mazzoline, going up the pitch and doing blah, 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 while I've still got 2 strikers up top doing blah, 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 with only 2 central midfielders to kind of help me back there. It doesn't work like that. You can do it when you got 4-3-3, that's fine. But you can't do it when you're playing this. And then this, what we're seeing, this 4-3-3, whatever it was that he was doing yesterday, I'm just like, all right, so what was even the game plan? Because the reality is, you got Diogo Jota doing the role that you usually have Gakpo doing, who's usually done by Roberto Firmino. So and you've got Firmino sitting on the bench. Why not just play Firmino to do that fucking role that you want him to do if he's fit and available? If he is fit, clearly he is because he came on. If not, change the way that you play. But we can sit here till the cows come home, to be honest with you, man, because this is something that is going to just keep continuing. And like I said, I'm just waiting till the summer. And we'll see when we get to October, we'll see who's having that last laugh when Klopp's still doing the same things and man has bought this guy, and we're still doing the same shit. If Liverpool ain't winning the league next season or ain't top or ain't doing amazingly, you'll start seeing it. And then where's the excuses coming from? We just wasted a whole summer him spending all this money, supposedly, allegedly. And then what? Like I said, it's deeper than just the players. But the players also have to be held accountable. Man can't forget that. Man ain't just going to... It's not 100% Klopp. Players have to be held accountable with what's going on as well. Owners have to be held accountable, and it's all a big collective. But I look at Klopp mainly for the problems that are going on this season because he could have changed it and he chose not to. So it's on him.
If I had to go, yeah, I agree with that as well. If I had to go and ask you, yeah, because this is actually my analysis from watching that game, right? Man are talking about it was boys against men. Now, boys against men, usually I like to use that term when it's you have a team that's overpowered you. We used to do that a lot to a team. Like we outrun you, we outmuscle you. That's a boys against men, right? What I saw was just outclass class. We speak about midfielders, right? See Camavinga, yeah? You see what man's doing? You see how man's moving in our midfield? Bro, like what Valverde? You see how man's moving?
How much was Valverde?
Bro, even
chicken change.
Bro, 8 million peanuts.
How much was Camavinga?
30, 20.
So let's stop acting like we need to spend 100 million on one player to go do the job that a 20 million pound player is clearly doing in the midfield.
Cool. Listen to this, right? You see, even Carvajal and Nacho. You see them, man. Ballers.
Yeah, no, they're good players.
No. What I mean by ballers, right? Like they might not be the best player, right? Like the best right back you can get, but they're ballers. And do what happens when you average out ballers rise to the top. Because what happens when the running around don't work? We spoke about it before. When they're running around and pressing don't work. All stuff just based on percentages and it's gambling. You're gambling. We've been gambling this the longest, bro. Gambling with the high line. Gambling with the press.
How we lose it.
And what did man do to us? Man were popping. Man, that Carvajal was dropping the shoulder like in and around right back and passing. They were doing 1-2s and on the edge of their box. Not moving forward. Let's get the heat map again, people. The percentage map showing where the game was played. 43% of it was in the midfield. 31% of it was in their defensive area, bro. They weren't popping it about like how Tiki Taka was doing it in the final, or like City do it in the 26% zone in the final third. They were taking liberties. And
that's mad that the ball was so much in their area.
And do you know what that told me? That showed me, yeah, we've overrated a lot of these players. We've overrated. I'm sorry to say, but we've overrated a lot of these players. That's not to say they're not good players. They're not ballers, though. I hear it now. I hear it. When man used to say that about Henderson, I used to be like, nah, Henderson's a baller, you know. Henderson can play that outside of the foot pass. Look at that thing against United. I can see it now. I can see it. You see when man talk about our Trent, right? Mr. $1 billion ball Trent. If Trent's not passing a long ball, what does he do? Hold on, man. Think Man think Trent could come into midfield and do what Camavinga done to us.
Yeah, this midfield thing is boring, man, bro. Like, I don't understand why everyone keeps talking about putting Trent in midfield and then playing someone else. I'm like, the guy is just about doing his job at right back, and he's not even doing that this season that well. But yet you think he's going to come in central midfield and all of a sudden just turn into some prime Kevin De Bruyne because of the passes that he's doing from right back? Do you think he's going to get that time? Like, who in the midfield makes passes like Trent does? No one, because no one's got time to do that. Like, it don't really make sense, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. The awareness, Camavinga, the dropping of the shoulder, the little acceleration into the thing, the little 1-2 kind of thing, the receiver with the left foot, pass it back on the right foot. Those technical things people aren't deep in. Our players ain't got. Elliot came onto the pitch, one of our more technical ballers, right? Remember, that's what man is saying. One of our more technical ballers. When you look at our midfielders, he came on and done a touch that sent him back. But he done a touch that sent him back so far into our half, they just stopped off. Modric and Cruz just sat back. They were on the edge of their box. That touch there needs to be inside, bro. That's where you show your quality. Man, don't deep this stuff. Man, don't deep it. Man see a long ball. Man see a ridiculous strike, and they think, yeah, man's a baller. Bro, this country is messed up when it comes to looking at football, bro. I kid you not. And you see it.
Yeah, because we're not used to ballers here.
No, that's what I'm saying. And you look at our international team, and then you see why we don't really win and stuff, and why man get wavy about why man go crazy about a Foden. And remember, we were talking about Foden, Saka, Elliot, Carvalho, and all of them, man. You see the difference, bro. That's why Foden's doing what he's doing at that team, and that's one. What's man doing? Ballers. Every brother on that team, bar them two bozos at the back in terms of Rudiger and thing. And even Rudiger's trying to ball out. Rudiger's trying to do little left foot clips into the midfield. Man are setting off, flicks round the corner. Every one of them were ballers.
What I like about Madrid is all of them players that played yesterday, even Rudiger, because he does it as well, Militao, the whole back line, in fact, the whole team, sorry. They're so, like, when they need to win, they're so experienced at doing it. It's almost like something clicks in, and it's like, for them, they just click into this kind of gear. And I just think, like, with us, obviously this season is obviously this season, the way that we're moving. But when I think about it, and as you said about overrating the players, I'm just like, yeah, on one hand, yes, I've always thought that we do overrate these players quite a lot. But it's not even just that. I think it's also a case of, like, what you've mentioned before about everything having to align for this team to be able to perform the way it needs to perform, but it's not sustainable. Yes, for a 2-year period, 100%. That 2-year period, yo, I hold my hands up. I say, yo, Liverpool were doing the job. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, the way that it was playing, it was fast, it was this, it was that, it was all of these kind of various different things. But when you look outside of those kind of that 2-year period, and also just when you look at Liverpool as a whole outside of that 2-year period, you're almost like, all right, so nothing's really working. And I always say the mark of a good manager. At the end of the day, of course, you do need a great team to be able to win these trophies. But when I look at all these other managers, even when you look at their teams and you think they still need this, or they still need that, or they need to maybe, the team is still able to function and play to a certain level. We can't seem to be able to do that. We literally need everything to fall into place. We need Van Dijk in his peak. We need Salah in his peak. We need Mane, Firmino, Henderson, Gini. We need all of these men to be in some mad level of peak to be able to even to get to that level. But I'm like, for me, that's not what I look at as an elite team. I feel like I've seen elite teams not at their peak level, still able to perform at an elite level.
Look at the United team. Look at the United team that won the league before Ferguson left. That team was washed.
Which team?
United. With Van Persie and Rooney.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like a great team like that.
That team was washed, man. That team was washed. You had what?
100%.
Carrick in there. You had Cleverly in there.
Oh, we said Johnny Evans, John O'Shea and them, man. But like come on, bro. Like, you've had all of these dead type of players. And you think and okay, you know what? Look at what Arteta's doing, yeah? Is anyone before the season would have kicked off? If you looked at Liverpool's team and you looked at Arsenal's team, would you have said, oh, yeah, Arsenal are going to be so in terms of the point difference, are they going to be so much better off than Liverpool? You wouldn't have thought that. But then you look at the way that he plays. All he needed to do was get in the right players, but not even the right players, just get in maybe a better quality of player. And he's not even getting world-class players. Like, there's no world-class player, in my opinion, really in that Arsenal team. You can make a case for Partey if you want, but there's no world-class players in there. So then that then also tells you, right, man's doing it with a guy like with Ben White, with a Martinelli who's still young, with a Saka who's obviously still young, with a Ødegaard who's still young, with a Xhaka. You got Xhaka in your team, and your team is playing this well. Not to disrespect Xhaka, I think he's a decent player, but look at the type of players that he's doing it with in the team, and he's able to get the team to Ramsdale. Brother's been relegated twice, brother. Been relegated twice, you know. That's mad. He's been relegated twice. And he's come into this team and he's able to function. But Tomiyasu, I'm not saying Tomiyasu, again, these guys are not dead players. I don't want anyone to think I'm calling them shit. They're just not players that I would put on any pedestal until this season where we've seen them perform. Gabriel, do me a favor. These man ain't that I'm not looking at Gabriel. I'm thinking, yeah, I want to buy this you because Gabriel, allow me, man. But what's happened? Arteta's been, because of the way he plays, the style of football. That's why he's able to get this team to function, and he's not trying to do it with. He's not going out and buying Van Dijk for 85 million and having to get Alisson for 65 million and having to potentially get Jude Bellingham for 100 million just so that the team can function the way. Brother, man's out here doing. You know, Ben White, like, come on, bro. It's all about the tactics, brother. And this is what I keep saying. We need to stop sleeping on these other people and look closely at Klopp.
Facts, you know, man, facts. But look, before we get the callers on, we got another one. Someone's going to be on a panel with us. Esteemed guest.
I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left.
Big up. We got ends in the building.
Much love. Nah, bro. I was sitting there listening to you guys, right? And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, it's bad. Appreciate you as always, Jerry, man. G, you already know what it is, bro.
Guys, make sure we hit the Man TV as well. We're liking and subscribing the channel, yeah? Big up.
Appreciate that. Big up to the chat as well, man. I see these guys in there. Bro, it's peak, man. It's to a point now. I really had just questions, to be fair, because I feel like we've said enough, but I've got a few questions in terms of, I heard you talk about Trent. I've heard you talked about the technical ability from Real Madrid players. And you're right, we don't have any ballers like that in our team. Camavinga yesterday was taking the piss. Like, bro.
I just want ballers in my team, bro.
You know what? I need to make that into a meme, you know. I just want ballers.
Bro, I just want ballers. Like, I want to say, yeah. Like, sorry, Enz, before you continue.
No, go on.
I just want to say, like I've always looked at Liverpool and thought, why can't we have like a Mahrez or like a Camavinga, like fuck Camavinga actually, like more like a Mahrez or like a Foden type player. Like, why is man
like a baller like that? Even like a Payet when he was like,
like a Payet. Like, why is man having to do up like, all right, cool, say no more. Let me get like Darwin Núñez. Oh, let me get like Jordan Henderson, or like let me get like these stiff kind of players. And maybe it's just the name sounds so exotic. I want like a Teo Hernandez. Like, I don't know, like I just need some like type of ballers in my team. But I always feel like we go for like the basic of the basic, and then we make them obviously into these players that obviously they are today, regardless of what we think. They're still obviously up there in terms of the level, like Van Dijk and Salah and Robertson, Trent, or whatever, Alisson. Yeah, they go on to be these kind of, but like, I don't know, man. I want some silky, I want some flavor, I want some sauce. Right now, I feel like we got bare salt and pepper, but like, you know what I mean? There's no sauce really been added to the team. Like,
bro, I was complaining in the game, right? Because I saw Fabinho pick up the ball, and it was like he picked up the ball between Toni Kroos and Modric, right? And all he needed to do, and he had enough time. I kid you not, just Cruyff turn and drive into the space, bro. Man didn't even have a Cruyff turn in the locker at all. He just let backwards, and then he nearly gave it away. I'm like, bro, just Cruyff turn through the middle and drive forward. Bro, no.
Yeah, you know when you look at like a starter pack, bro. You see a starter pack, and you need to get a starter pack for midfielders. You know, one of them is like, you know, like any decent midfielder at academy level is going to give you even like the drop of the shoulder like that, and it might not be that wavy, like where he's getting pressed, but he just does a Cruyff and just comes out of possession, and that end product might not be there. You might overhit the pass, but he can get out of that possession, right? Out of that position. My man he's like a lighthouse, but the lighthouse ain't even lighthousing anymore. It's not even twisting anymore. The head's not even on the swivel anymore. It's just fixated on one position, bro. He's washed. He's absolutely washed, bro.
Put it to you this way, yeah. My 13-year-old nephew and my close, I'll call him my nephew as well. Them two could go and play in that midfield and they will ball out. Like, bro, and I'm not even kidding you, bro. I'm talking about
I wouldn't even be surprised, bro.
Technical abilities up there. Obviously, man will push them over because they're kids. But in general, bro, man has Cruyff turn, feints, step overs, can run for days, speed. I'm looking at our midfielders, and the man are just controlling the ball and going backwards, controlling the ball and stumbling over it with time on the ball. Bro, I saw a man receive the ball to feet and got so scared that he didn't scan and stumbled over the ball. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Relax.
Elliot did that. I don't know if you saw when Elliot came on. He got the ball. He got the ball in the half space, and all he had to do is take it on the turn like this and face up like in front of the goal. And he could have popped it off on something. And then, obviously, that's difficult to go and do. But you're a number 10. Like that's your role, right? That's your role. Bro. My man took that touch like this. He sent him all the way back into our half of the ball, and I was like, he's now behind Trent, and Trent's asking for the ball. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like these are the midfielders we're dealing with, bro. These are our ballers. Even little things, and I want people to even notice when we're watching, right? Look at where the passes are going. Man are playing the passes behind, man. So we're trying to plot football, but man are playing the passes behind, man. Or the instruction on the pass is mad. Like you want him to go and take the touch with his left foot, you're passing it to his right foot. But my man's on his right side. Basically, I'm seeing that from Trent. I'm seeing it, bro. Man's passing the ball. He sees man's on his right side. Play it onto his safe side, bro. Even if he's next to him, he's not gonna be able to get it.
Jay, listen. There was even a when yesterday. Shout out to Milner because I'm not gonna diss him, bro. He just needs to retire. But there was an opportunity yesterday. I think it was Fab gave Milner the ball. Milner just needed to take a touch, bro. Relax on the ball. A man did a clip to Trent. And it went backwards into our own half. Trent had to go and chase the ball.
Oh, yes, I remember. Yeah, Trent ended up. Yeah, I remember. Bro, I remember thinking, bro, I saw we're going that way.
Bro, you know how crazy that is because it allows the team to just go and that dumb pass just allowed the team to get back into their shape. All a man had to do was take a touch and find Robinson, play a quick 1-2. And this is the issue, right? And people like, oh, Thiago shit, and Thiago he makes our team worse because everyone relies upon him. But when Thiago's in the team, he forces these men to play football. When he's not in the team, you see this backwards, sideways, scared of taking a touch. Bro, I've seen Thiago pass the ball to a man under pressure, and man's like, nah, why are you giving it to me? Like, bro, take a touch and pass it back to me. Why are you panicking?
Why are you giving the ball, bro?
But do it is though. The problem is he's forcing these men to play ball that don't know how to play ball. So we just look shit.
No, but like, bro,
think about it. Our best games have been when we're running about, when Henderson's the main man and he's pressing, and you got Fabinho just clamping, man. Those have been their best games. 7-0 against United. The first 20 minutes against Real Madrid. It weren't about scanning and popping the ball. When Thiago does that, then we look dead. That's the point. He's passing it to man, and man are stumbling over it.
Here's the thing, though. In the short-term thing, yeah, that's cool. We can go and press man, run, but we know these man don't have the legs no more. So short-term, 20 minutes, half an hour, cool. But when we talk about long-term, seeing out a game and convincingly showing the team how good we are, you need players like Thiago in your team. You need these technical ball carriers. You need these men that can drop the shoulder and go past people. Bro, every time I see these men take a touch, bro, I even panic and I'm not on the pitch. So imagine the man that's playing in midfield with you. Or imagine the defenders, like as soon as they pass the ball to you, you can't even turn on a half turn.
This is why I say about when you have someone like a Thiago in the team, you got to play him in a position and play a way that kind of utilizes him. But then also, if Klopp's going to go out there and sign all these PMP type of midfielders or whatever, then cool, we're going to be doing a lot more running. But I've always felt, and you said it before, ends about you wanted like Frankie de Jong, like that's the type of midfielder you'd probably want. I'm not against that in any way, shape, or form because I'm just like, brother, I need some type of source in this fucking midfield. I can't.
But do you know what it is, though? It's not the players, bro. Because what happens to Thiago? It's true. About the passing, right? He makes these man want to kick ball. No, he don't anymore. Man's running around and tackling now, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
He's running around and just running around, and I've seen him going. He's over hitting passes now, bro. He's under hitting passes. He's misplacing passes. He can't even do it anymore. It starts from the top. It's the coaching, bro.
Now, do you know what it is, Jay? Though it's like he's so far ahead in terms of the vision of the game. Whenever he receives the ball and he just wants to hit a half volley out wide, he's expecting man to go like, "Let me be here because I know Thiago can hit these type of passes." These men are just sitting there in amazement, like, "Raw, did he take the touch like that? Oh, he dropped the shoulder." They're just ball watching. When Thiago's on the pitch, all of our players was ball watch. They just sit there and go in amazement. And where Thiago's used to playing with ballers, like as soon as he gets a touch, they're already on the move because they know how good he is, bro. I get it it needs to be from the top, but then that's like Diaz now. What's gonna happen to Diaz, bro? Is he gonna become one of them dead ballers now? No energy, no movement, no skills, no flair, like when he steps on the pitch, he's just gonna be backwards, sideways, inside. So you telling me Diaz ain't gonna take no man on?
No, bro. When's the last time you saw Thiago take a man on? When's the last time you saw Thiago do what Camavinga done when he steps his foot on the ball, man pressing, he just takes a little touch in front of him. Like the touch is like a positive touch. It's into space where he's away from his guy and he plays. I ain't seen him do that in time.
That's because he's now scared because the other man them around him. God, bro, if you watch the games when Thiago plays, he gives 5-yard passes just to entice a midfielder to go and press here, expecting a man to go, "Oh, he's giving it to me for me to give it back to him." Bro, these men start panicking, lose the ball, stumbling, it's rolled under his foot. I'm like, bro, what? Nah, man. These men are scared, bro, scared. And that's why you got teams like Arsenal, and you guys touched on that. I think G said about them. The reason why you see them playing well is because all their players are technically there in terms of like mentally and physically. They know if Odegaard gives me the ball, he wants it back. He's not he's just using me as a wall. It's a wall pass. Let's give it off the wall and get it back.
Exactly. It's mad, but look, we're gonna stay on, man. But we're gonna get the next call. We're gonna get the first caller in. Actually, it's the main man. Do you know what I mean? It's the main man. He's dropping fire at the moment. I'm pretty sure he's. Do you know what I mean? Jay-Z doesn't want to have anything to do with him right now after he tried to, secure the burstment, the payment. And do you know what I mean? The But it is where it is, man. We got man like John in the building.
You got John.
What you saying? You good?
Chat to us, man. Chat to us, man.
Bro.
Hey, man, that deal with Jay-Z, bro. You know what man said to me the last time I spoke to him? He was like, and cut the phone. That was it. But yeah, that game last night was just. I felt I was dozing asleep, like in bits of it. So it was like because it was just so boring. There was nothing really going on our part. Like it's just pretty pathetic, to be honest with you. Like, not that I expected any. I didn't really expect anything, but like when you're away at the Bernabeu, right? I don't care how big the deficit is and whatnot. Like you can lose a game, but then there's just a way you go out, and we went out like absolute like I can't even use the word I'm going to use right now, but yeah, it was just there was just no fight. Like, I don't even know how any like fan can look at that and think like raw, like at least they tried. Like there was no effort, there was no chances. Even the chance with Nunes is like I really didn't expect him to score anyway. Like, the ones there when you like say you're watching a game here, that chance with Nunes, there's certain players that you stand up when they get the ball and then type of areas there. Bro, I sat down, bro. I knew this guy was not gonna hit the target, bro. Like it was just pathetic, man. Honestly, I just at this point now, I struggle to see where people can't even say with chest now. Like Klopp needs to get out now. Like I struggle. Like what credit? What credit is there? Okay, yeah, we've won what we've won, cool. But the time is now. Do you get what I'm saying? Time is money. And he's giving you every single reason as to why he shouldn't be Liverpool manager right now. There's no sense of direction with the team selection, with the formation, with the tactics. There's not even the subs I couldn't understand for the life of me why Nunes was subbed last night. Nah, he was our most threat. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just
Yeah, it's peak. I don't know. I'm looking at. Like I said, this manager right now, this German, bro. He's just, bro. This is what you get. You get paid the big bucks to go and make a difference, bro. This is what you get paid for. It's not the easy stuff. You get paid to make the hard decisions. You get paid to, do you know what I mean? Do something that might mess up the team, but might go and make that massive difference. Benitez, do you know what I mean? Putting on Didi Hamann at half time as an example. Like,
this is it.
Taken off. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's something that, like, I have never seen Klopp do something like that. And it's swing a game. And it's swing a game. Let me know when the last time Klopp done something like that, where he's taken off a player, the player's come on and swung the game.
People will say genie at that 4-0, but it's a thing where, like, I don't even believe even that. That was a thing where
Genie broke rules, bro. Genie broke rank, though. That's the difference.
I've been saying for the longest. Genie just said, "Nah, bun what Klopp is talking about. I'm gonna show you the player I was at Newcastle." And he bagged 2 goals like it was nothing. Like that was Newcastle Genie.
Even with that as well, John, though, at the same time, remember, if Robbo didn't get that injury, he would never, I don't think he would have came on when he came on.
Imagine that.
Them 2 goals don't happen. So we need to thank Suarez more than Klopp, to be fair.
This is another thing with Klopp is now, is like, if you actually look at it, he's regressed a lot of players that have come to the club. I can even go back to when we bought Thiago in, which I still can't even for the life of me understand why we even bought him in the first place. Like you're bringing in a luxury player to play as if he's Prime Mascherano doing dirty work. Like, make it make sense. You've brought in Diogo Jota, which okay. I mean, at the time I probably would have gone with Raul Jimenez, but okay, cool. We got Jota, but you're moving him in so many different positions. There's no stability in his growth. But now he just looks like a player where, fam, like if we get an offer for Jota, I'm taking it. He's another one you can leave. And then you look at players like Gakpo. Listen, despite what people may think of Gakpo right now, yeah, I still think there's a play in there. I think he's a gifted player. I just feel again, it's like the way Klopp utilizes these players is not to their strengths. Like if there's 2 players I feel sorry for, it's Alisson and it's Carvalho. If I'm Carvalho in the summer, I'm probably pushing for either a loan move or a permanent. Because I'm thinking, bro, why did I come here? Like I've got man like Armband man starting in front of me. Man like Milner starting in front of me. And I'm the one who could bring the goals, the creativity, the this, the that, the sauce. Bro,
we don't
certain man don't like sauce in their bangers and mash, though. Certain man don't like that gravy on it, bro. Certain man just like pure dry, bro. Hard food, you know, like that.
Listen,
no sauce.
Klopp.
Grub. You know that grub. That's the word to call it, bro. Grub.
Klopp is what you call. He's a beef eater at 10D. That's what he is. He don't like going. What's it called? These play like Haki-san or he's a beef eater, harvester. That's what he is. That's what he is. Beans on toast for breakfast.
You're reminding me of someone. It's making me laugh, bro. That's just a full harvester, man. That's it, bro. You know, just.
Bro,
hey, John, one of the things I said right in the preview that I did, right, I said it would be great if I could just see us try and do something different, set up tactically different for this game in terms of something that we can use going forward. Because I never expected us to go through in a tie. I just wanted us to win, and I just wanted to see a performance. So my question to you is, do you think that would have been an ideal game? Because, bro, we're 3-0 down against Real Madrid. For us to think that they wouldn't have been able to score as well in the game would have been crazy. So do you think we should have just done something different in terms of a system that we could use going forward? Not this, I don't know what he tried to play in this game, but we just looked like no one knew where they needed to be or what they needed to do. Or what kind of system or shape would you have rather see going forward or played in this game?
This is like any type of system for me, mate. Like at this point, it's like, can you actually like do something, like be a manager and do something? But at the same time, honestly, I'll be real, and this is my honest answer. Like, it's even pointless of me answering that because at the same time, it's like, it's never gonna happen. The guy is not gonna change. Again, he's giving you every reason, every opportunity as to why he's never gonna change. He said it. He said in the summer. Why does everyone keep talking about midfield is this, midfield is that? Like he's telling you this. Like he's telling you this. So it's like there's no point in like for me, like from my point of view, like wishing he needs to do this, he needs to do that. It's like, bro, like as long as this guy's here, he's not gonna do nothing. He's gonna stick to the same principle, the same style of play, with the same players until they reach 64. What deal with it? I'll say it right here, like the Roy Hodgson team, I'd rather see that team right now play. I'd rather see that team there play than these lot. Honestly, I'd rather see the likes of Maxi Rodriguez, the likes of Suarez, even Andy Carroll. Minus Paul Konchesky, but you get my drift. There were certain players where I'll take probably 6 players in this first team from that first team there into this team right now, based on current form. Easy.
Last question, John. Do you want Klopp gone now?
I want him gone. Listen, I wanted him gone after that. That Brighton loss?
Cool. Just want to know where your head was at, bro. My
Honestly,
bad.
Man are acting as if like there's no other manager that's out there, bro. You have Tuchel there, you have Poch there, you have Enrique there, who I'd want. It's a Dan, like, bro, like, bro, like, man are acting as if Klopp is Christ.
He gave us our first Premier League title, so I think a lot of the fan base, I don't want to say a lot of them, but you know, the people that I've seen talk about Klopp in the way that they've spoken about him, probably they're just scared to lose him because they're like, right, he's the one who brought us the Premier League, so we don't want to get rid of him. I'm just trying to look at it from their point of view, man.
And this is the problem. I mean, they had it back in the day when Shanks left, and you saw the reactions, like everyone was crying when Shanks left, but it's like, you can't be afraid of new beginnings. This is my thing. It's like, okay, when Klopp goes, it's like, if we like take a downhill slide, it's like, bro, like, again, like that. What that does is that even exposes now FSG. Do you get what I'm saying? That even exposes them as well. So it's like
everyone's got to buck up their ideas, isn't it? Everyone's got to buck up their ideas. So when
one problem leaves, the other one is bound to follow. Trust me.
But John, amazing as always. Got to get the next callers on. But big up, guys. Make sure we're heading over to John the II on all streams.
Hey, come for remix on the way.
Well, there we go. There we go, man. We might get the exclusive. You never know. You're gonna have to make sure. Man. We have to make sure.
Tonight.
There we go. But big up, man. Big up.
Love.
Big up. Love. Yeah, man. John's got a lot of good points, man. And as you're gonna see, bro, like a lot of men are gonna be Klopp out after this. Like, do you know what I mean? The brigade's loading, bro. Like, you see, Kurdish and them man had their banner. Gee, I think we need to get our own plane, bro. We might have to invest, bro. Maybe we start a little GoFundMe, bro. Maybe that's how we do it.
You should. Hey, listen, bro. If you can do it through the super chats or whatever it is, bro, something to help us get this banner. No, I don't want to say us. Don't want to put myself.
But hold on. There's someone here. Like, hold on.
There's a collection, man. Then it's got this year's one. Got this one. Got the carnival one. Got last year's home one. The year before that. I think the year before that. The iconic old one. Man, let me know.
Wait, hold on a second, bro.
It's the chuckle at the end, like. I
thought we got past this, bro. I thought that was left behind.
When was that video made? Quick, just for
this season, bro.
This season, it was the day they played United. The first time.
The first time he played United, he decided to go and show us, bro, I've actually got a mad collection. I've got more Arsenal tops than Liverpool tops. It's crazy, but it is what it is.
No.
Greeno. No,
I need context to this one because now I'm looking at.
Obviously, it's a running joke, but the context is my brother's a gooner. He's there now. He wanted me to come. You know, hear this. He wanted me to come with him now, but I said no.
You was mad. You didn't come because you had work, bro. Don't even try to do that. You would have been in the end
JJ
celebrating like this, bro.
JJ, I had work, but I could have got off. I could have got off earlier. I could have. But no, man. I
appreciate you, bro. I promise you, in my head, I was like, nah, so hold on a minute. Is this guy doing the lead thing?
Never. I could
flip-flopping across the...
I could never.
Man, that Liverpool in it, where it's crazy. But look, we're going to get in.
Just joined, bro. Just watching you lot on the train and that on the stream. It's been a great stream. I've just been laughing. Like, we're just a joke. We're just a laughing stock, bro.
Yeah, laughing.
It's literally that. It was just, it's just a joke, honestly. I was seeing Modric flick it over a man's head and bring it back.
Bro, it was getting ridiculous at one point, bro. Honestly, it was just getting embarrassing.
I kid you not, it got to a point in the game where I just started laughing how I'm laughing now. Like I started chuckling because it was a joke. It was honestly a joke.
Romz, did you see the one when Modric played the ball over Fab's head like a little hair trimmer thing?
Yeah, that's the one.
Played it out wide, not effortless.
You know, Danny Ceballos, a player you could say.
That pass he played at the end.
Nah, do you know what? Robbo nearly broke his groin. Nearly broke Ceballos' groin, and he took the piss after that. He was like, "What? You did this to me?" All right, cool.
Watch a left foot reversal, like slide rule pass in between the gap. Deal with that. Van Dijk, Penalty. Deal with that, bro.
I said, just deal with that, man.
See
what you can do.
Handle that. Are you gonna stretch for it, bro? Are you going to reach? That's what he said. Are you going to reach for it?
And the thing is, for anyone, I don't know if you don't hit the murmurs, but like the last couple, I'd say year, Tony Kroos has been getting disrespect. He just said to everyone, shut up. Because the way I was seeing, man, he can't run about. We know he ain't got the legs in that, but he was controlling the game from a standstill. Like, he didn't have to run. He was literally just that conductor. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Running more than our midfielders, bro. That's all I'm saying.
And he didn't even have to. That's the maddest thing.
We picked the ball up and ran past our midfielders effortlessly, and it was a good thing Benzema was offside. But I didn't care. Like, everyone's like, oh, but he was offside. Bro, that wasn't the point. The point was Tony Kroos just ran through the midfield and then he set man up.
JJ.
And had the time to shift it onto that left side of his foot and do like a little toe poke pass as well. It wasn't like an instep thing when he's running. Man's done a toe poke pass. Like, hey, deal with that, Benz. Like, do you know what I mean? Catch that.
I don't want to scapegoat anyone, but my two worst players yesterday were Jota and Trent, and I didn't even bother to research after the game. But do you not know Trent's pass completion stats? I genuinely don't know, but I'm intrigued to know because I don't remember him making 5 successful passes. Honestly, I don't remember him.
I can't remember his pass completion, but I looked at all the long balls that he tried to do yesterday. He completed none of them.
Yeah, it makes sense. His pass completion over since when he started to when he come off, it can't be any higher than 75. It can't be. It just can't be because he was losing the ball at will. And I'm not just scapegoating in because Jota was annoying me even more than Trent. To be fair,
you know what's mad about that? Before we get the next person in here, the thing that with Jota, I was just like, brother, do you know where you're playing? Because I don't know where you're playing. But do you know? Because obviously you're on the pitch, so I'm wondering like. Are you okay? Like, you don't seem to know what I'm on.
You know, you get that one brother that I know we all played that one brother that said, bro, you're supposed to be in this position. I don't care, bro.
And I'm just like, right, like, it just looks weird.
You have to keep telling him, like, bro, you're playing right wing. Why are you in centre midfield? It's like, yeah. Like, bro.
Or man, you're all sitting back doing a little, like, 5 little half block, allow them to have the ball in their half, and then that one brother at the back just goes, fucking hell, we got to press. And he does this, and the whole thing gets dismantled. You get popped 1-2, balls in the back of the net. Right. Like, brother, why are you doing that, bro? Why are you doing that? Crazy, man. Big up to Sam Max. Hold on, let me see if I can get it 2 seconds, but big up to, hold on. Where is it?
Liverpool made me tired, man. So boring.
Oh, they do, man. They do.
It's so boring.
At least we got 2 weeks off, though. Could just not enjoy football. Could enjoy this weekend.
Big up to Sam Max for the super chat as well. Much appreciated. Saying what's happening this season is symptomatic of no ambition from scum FSG. The charlatans will never admit complicity in what unfolded this season. Klopp rinsed the team in 21-22, and now they have down tools. Klopp rinsed them as well, bro. We had our biggest squad last season. How many games did Origi play? How many games did Minamino play? How many games did Tsimikas play?
I think I sent you a message earlier though, Jay, about it. And I said, I'm sure there's a small faction of the players here that won't come
Oh, yeah,
back.
you did.
Bro, if you see, and I think I put, was it Trent, Virgil, who else did I put in there? There was a few, man. Tsimikas would have been one of them.
Fabinho told him to F off was it Palace?
Yeah, Virgil, Trent, Tsimikas, Carvalho, Gomez, Kelleher, and Salah. Man said Kelleher's part of the what's the uprising in that.
Because here's the issue with Kelleher, bro. I always said this. I know Alisson's our number one goalkeeper, but there's games in the Premier League you can offer this guy, Kelleher, and let him know you're a valuable part of the team and not just give him cup game because he's good enough to play game. Like, if Alisson gets injured for, say, a month or 2 months, are we not saying we're happy with Kelleher in goal for that time being?
We are.
Yeah, of course.
So then he can play in any Premier League game. So when we're playing the Bournemouths, when we're playing the Leeds, when we're playing the Brightons, whatever it is, bro, just play the man, bro. Even the West Hams, if you have to. Give him games that make him feel a part of the squad and feel valued as a part of this, as a part of the team. And then Alisson, you know, he's gonna play the big games. You already know this, bro. He's in there. But when you're treating man like he's some waste man that Alisson has to play every game, bro, I know Alisson's good, bro. Alisson is the only goalkeeper I know that will get injured, come back in and it's like he never left and just carry on.
Yeah.
But Kelleher's sitting on the bench just going, bro, I'm just getting older. I know I'm good. If I go to any other team in the Premier League, but probably one or two of the top teams, I could get in them as the number one. So why the hell am I going to sit here for my whole career? And my manager don't even believe in me in the Premier League. He just wants to sub me in cup games here or there. When there's like league games that I could easily go and play. You telling me you couldn't play in against Bournemouth? They had like one decent chance in the game.
It's not even that. It's the cup game this season. Like, man didn't even play him. Like, he was like, yeah, I'm going to play Alisson. I was like...
Man said, you're only Carabao. And do you know why that was? Is I guarantee Alisson went and had a little talk with Klopp and was like, I've come to the club. I want to win everything, bro. I can't be having Kelleher playing these games.
Well, he's just part of the squad, though, Jay, bro. He can easily just get a medal there, bro. Just chill out, man. Relax. Put your sandals on, bro. Relax,
that's what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. Some of the mentality of this team. Like, Salah's another one as well, bro. Where he's just like, I can imagine him saying, going to Klopp. Klopp said it. He's gone into the office saying, why am I not playing in the Carabao Cup? Why is Elliott playing right wing? Do you know what I mean? That's what we're hearing. So we need to get the next caller in, man. And it's none other than Mr. Paul Smith. Big up, Paul.
Big up.
All right, Jerry, how you doing?
I'm not too bad. Not too bad. Yourself?
I'm not bad.
Good.
I'd just like to get my feelings across and my issues with the present situation. I'm resigned. I'm already in post-Klopp mode. I am post-Klopp mode already. I'm thinking about it. I'm even looking at new replacements already. I'm thinking about who can come in and replace Klopp. And I've got one player on my lips right now. Is a Marcelo Gallardo, if you've heard of him.
No, I haven't.
This guy was This guy was a former Argentinian international who managed River Plate and led them to 2 Copa Libertadores in Argentina.
Okay.
He's a tactician, unpredictable in the way that he approaches matches, and his formations are always kind of flexible. So that's what I would have. And also the guy from Napoli. Yes. And also the guy at Brighton, whose name I can't pronounce right now.
Deserby.
Yes. They're all very good. They're all different. I think football's overtaken. You've got managers that are more progressive, that are taking the game to a new level, which Klopp can't at the present moment in time. At the present moment.
No, that's what you're saying is facts, to be honest. I think I think the era of Klopp in the way that he plays as well, like I said, it had its time. And, you know, he had that time from Dortmund till now kind of thing where he's had that period of the way that he plays being quite effective in games. And I think you even heard Alisson, I said this on my post-match, Alisson even mentioned about the team being so predictable. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the way that we're playing, because we've played the same way since Klopp's kind of come in. And I think teams have worked that out now. And you rightly said it there. Deserby. Sorry, go on.
Ancelotti said that before last year's Champions League final, which we lost.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean?
I don't need to do any preparation. I know how Liverpool are going to play. That's what he said. Yes.
No, I agree. I agree. And I'm totally with you, man. That's why I keep telling people, it's like, it's not about, I think when you say stuff like what you just said there, the post-Klopp era, people immediately think you're dismissing Klopp when you're not dismissing Klopp. You've not said a negative word about him. What you're trying to get to is that you're understanding that we're in a point now where, as you said, football is moving forward, it's progressive. So we need to get into that kind of notion that, an understanding that we need probably a different type of manager, a new manager who can come in. And as you said, the flexibility, because we've got players that we've all said it here. You probably said it yourself, Paul, where you've looked at the team and said, maybe we can play a different formation, a different style. Ends, we've done it on your show in terms of different formation we can potentially play. Romz, you already know different formations that we've spoken about. We've all done it. So I'm not saying none of us here are managers. None of us here have ever managed or played at the highest level. So obviously we don't know from that sense. But if we can almost see that, you know, there's a difference in the way that the team could potentially play, why is it the manager is continuously doing the same things over and over again and it's not working anymore?
It's Einstein's theory of insanity.
Yeah.
Repeating the same thing all the time and expecting a different result. You can't.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. And also, he's been. I think Curtis has gone backwards since Curtis Jones has gone backwards. He could have progressed in. This guy was a good technical player, technical ability. I think he's technically far superior to Harvey Elliott, in my personal opinion.
I agree.
Some people disagree with that. Yeah.
Nah.
And
all facts, man.
And also that also if he stays, he's not going to bring in technical. He's not going to bring in more technical players. He doesn't like technical players, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's also midfielders I would actually go out and sign if I had them instead of signing
Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham. Yep.
Okay, so before you head out, which midfielders would they be, do you think, Paul?
I would sign Ivan Gravenbach, Kone from Guado Kone. Quality player.
He's a good player.
Varela, who could be the kind of deep playing midfielder from Boca Juniors. This guy's got vision, he's got passing ability, he's got press resistance, he's got that 360 kind of way of scanning the game or knowing what he's going to do with the ball before he receives it. And also, and there's also another player or another couple, Agate, Sporting Lisbon, good player, and McAllister.
All of them are quite technically based players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I hope I haven't kept you long, gentlemen. I'll let you get back to what you're doing, okay?
Appreciate it, Paul, man. Thank you so much for the call.
Big up yourself, Paul, man.
Okay, take care. Thank you.
Big up, Paul.
Thank you.
I think everything. I believe everything that Paul was even saying there, man. I agree with, to be honest with you, because the reality is, look all the players that Paul just even named there. To be honest with you, but look at who the star name of player that we're trying to sign, which is a Jude Bellingham, that type of player, and then we're looking at the Mason Mounts again. You're looking at those type of midfielders. Obviously, they work potentially in a Klopp midfield. But Klopp's midfield, for me, doesn't work anymore. And I keep saying this, at the end of the day, like we won 7-0 against Manchester United with a Klopp midfield. But does that then mean that we move forward next season with the same type of thing? Just because we've seen in odd games here and there, we can do this and we can do that. I'm not saying you abandon it completely. You might want to return to it in certain games, but there's got to be a different way, man. And this is what I'm just saying is I'm just bored of the guy now. I mean, his style, big up Hassi Mia, Klopp's style is done now. It's over. You need to change now. You know what I mean? We need something new. We need something different. Do you get what I mean? So, yeah, man, it is what it is, to be honest with you.
That's the problem with a majority of players that Paul named, is that their qualities won't even be utilised once they get here. They're all nice. As he was reading them off, I was like, yeah, quality. They'll come here and turn into... I think you said earlier in the group chat today, G, that I liked Thiago before he came in.
Before he came, I liked him. I thought he was alright.
I'm with you. I look at Thiago now, and I understand what Enzo's saying. Just before I jumped on, Enzo saying at least Thiago at least forces the pass, and I've seen what you saw, and I've seen him trying to pass it to a player under pressure, and it's that hot potato. Like, don't give it to me. If you give it to me, I'm gonna give it back to you. I've seen that, and I get what you mean. And he forces us to play football. But I think Jerry then rebutted to it because everyone's so dead in our team. It's just a calamity overall. So, yeah, that's the big up for calling in. But most of them names, we won't see that same player that we saw prior to coming to Liverpool. And that's the problem. That is the problem.
Facts. Let's get the next caller in, man. Apologies, my camera's not on because, as I said at the beginning of the stream, I can't see out of my left eye at the moment. I'm going to have to touch A&E after this. So, but the stream's got to live on first, bro. But yeah, let's go. We got Revenite in the building. We got man like John. Big up Revenite.
Yeah, big up Revenite, bro.
Big up, lads. I'm a lot of the stuff we talked about. You talked about already on here. So like the technical stuff for sure. It's really annoying. Like the Klopp style of play is just boring. I mean, the amount of passes that we just missed. I just shaking my head half the game because it's like just people smashing the ball into defenders and stuff. It's like, what the hell are you guys doing? It's like there's no plan here. Like we know this about Klopp. It's like you just tell them to go out there and try and win the game. It's like some of this just looks pointless. But yeah, I'm gonna piggyback on what you guys are just talking about. Like it does feel that way. Like Klopp has like what he wants to make a player into, so he can just move them all over the pitch, which is just like you play for me kind of thing. They're just blank players now. Like what made them special is gone. Like he grinds it out of them so they just work for him, and then in the end you just get this boring, monotonous. Like the players are just we get that game like and G was talking about with 7-0 because that what was good about them flickers for a little bit and everything aligns, and then all the players just start passing well for that one game, and then the next game it's like we go back into default mode. And we're having to grind out, and honestly, a lot of the time I feel bad for the forwards because we don't create anything because our midfielders has no tech. Like our passing, like so often is so bad. We lose the ball so much. It's just so frustrating to watch. And it's just like we said before, the reason Klopp's got to go is because it's not going to change because he's not going to buy these players. And we're just going to go on this roundabout again and again. Unless he gets the exact right players in a whole new squad, which doesn't happen, like when are we going to win again? And it's like and sometimes the fan base makes me sick, but it's like because these players are one for us, now we should just wait for them to get good again. Like that's a guarantee that'll happen. Oh yeah, these guys, just give them 24 months to get good again. Okay, what is that? Like, are we not a big club? So we just gonna wait around for these guys, to get good again? Like, oh my god!
Bro, you're that was funny what you just said there. You're speaking facts, man. I think we're all saying the same things, really and truly. To be honest with you, we can all sit here, and the thing is, it's like That's why more time now. I just kind of say with Klopp, I just leave that guy alone. So more time. I try to anyway until he starts pissing me off in certain aspects, but. You do certain things and it's just like I don't understand, man. Like but as you said, the stars have to align, and Liverpool, you will see what we saw 7-0. You'll see that. You'll see that 9-0 against Bournemouth, 7-1 against Rangers in the Champions League. Like you'll see these kind of games and stuff like that in odd moments because the stars have aligned in that kind of way and the way that the other team is actually playing. And we got lucky in probably bar the Bournemouth one. If you looked at the Rangers game, it was actually a tight game up until we actually did score. And Rangers looked like, oh, okay, they could potentially cause some level of an upset. And Manchester United also had their chances that if they had actually scored them, offside goal, Fernandez chance as well, score those, it's a different type of game. And then we will go back into that default mode that you're talking about. So, bro, like I said, man, this Klopp guy, I just need to see him go because I'm bored. I don't really want to see him with money. I don't really need to know what you can or can't do with money. It's kind of boring now. I know what you're going to do with the P. Like, I know you're just going to try and buy this guy and this type of player. Like I said, Liverpool, you look at Liverpool, where's the source? There is none. And I feel like teams who are quite successful do have quite a few of those. Not many, not like plenty, but you got quite a few of those, within your team. And at the moment, we're seeing what we're seeing, isn't it? Like 2 of the last 3 seasons of Liverpool, look at them. Look how shit they're doing.
Don't City have a bit of both? I think they have some technical players, but they also do a bit of running around, and they
of course
as well. So like you can have both, but like it's sad because I'm actually watching Arsenal Sporting. I'm actually enjoying watching this more than our games because at least I'm seeing, midfielders right. Yeah, I've seen some goals. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I've seen some midfielders actually running past other midfielders. And like passes actually connecting, and it's nice things. You don't see in club football, unfortunately, but yeah. But yeah, I was going to say something
big
else,
up Revenant though, man. Good to see you put a face to the name as well.
Yeah, big up, man. Good to see you in the chat. Big up.
Yeah, I'm just I don't even know what else to say, man. It's like this guy is just draining the life out of me, man. It's this manager, man.
The life out of everyone, bro.
We always say, Revenant, obviously we're content creators, we have to always give content, but it gets to a point every stream very similar because we're just the same. We're stagnant. It's making us look stagnant as well with that. Bro, what more can we have to spice it up a bit? But it's hard. Sometimes we're even running out of ideas because of our club. It's transcending into us. But yeah, bro, it's just say the same things.
Like I remember the thing I was going to say. I feel there's like, am I a bad supporter because I like you see like these people that the way they talk is like I should be like worshipping Salah and all that, and never say a bad word about him ever, because like as soon as you say a bad thing about him, it's like something triggers off in their brain. They're like they go insane.
Revenant, one of them's in this.
You've got to chat to G about that because G is the one.
Not only Salah, like Trent as well, or Van Dijk.
Trying to throw G under the bus.
I can't lie, Revenant, that we don't tolerate any Nunes slander on this channel, though. You can't speak about it.
Just a quick.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Just a quick one, bro. You see, with those kind of guys, they don't have nothing else to do outside of football. So they have nothing going for them. So don't even pay attention to them, man, there. Because you should be able to have your own opinion. Whether or not I like it or I don't like it, it's your opinion. That's why football is such a great sport, because we're able to have our own opinions on the sport. I could sit there and watch the game with you and you would have your own opinion on the players. Same with me. That's football for you. So don't even pay them, man, there much attention. They just don't have nothing outside of football, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, it does feel like that. Yeah, it definitely does feel like that. Romz is right. I am a bit of a Nunes stan, but you can't say bad things about him. I'm not gonna like my head's not gonna blow off or whatever. But
hey, Revenant, man, I was liking you up until you started talking about
Big up Revenant.
Whenever he needs to pattern up, he needs to pattern up.
Right. But Revenant, big up, man, for calling in. Love having you on as always, man. Make sure we look forward to seeing you in the chat as well, man.
Bless up. Nice one, bro.
You know what killed me yesterday though in the game? And when they showed the replay, I started laughing. You know when Nunes kind of cut in and he sent someone, he didn't mean to stop it. It just hit off his leg and sent the play.
Bro, we'll take anything right now.
Oh, I love that guy, but he just did not mean it.
Facts. Let's get the next caller in. I mean, he's a main man from the channel in the World Cup. He's giving us content for galore. It's the main man, boot collector, M. Tarmizzy. Big up to M. Tarmizzy, man.
And M. Tarmizzy,
One. Been a while, It's been a while. Nah, man. I just got back from Australia. I watched the game on the plane. I chatted to Ants yesterday. And I dropped by the comment, and that game, as for me personally, I'm not one of those where I got so caught up or so gassed if whatever happens to Liverpool. I'm just calm and trying to be calm most of the time, and that result, I've been saying to Ants as well, like this season is for me it's done. Like just do something different. That's all I want. And when I look back at that game, It's like one of those movies where you just wanna get out from the theater, like from the cinema. And it's funny. It's funny I said that because it's the that trip to where I've been. I mean, on Sunday, last Sunday, it was, I think, Arsenal played against Fulham, and I was on the plane. It was like I just have to give a movie analogy, like you know how Arsenal are playing, like the attack, the pace, energy, running behind, and then when we watch Liverpool, it's basically night and day. That's all I have to say. Say no more on that. Say no more on the performance. I don't know. I think I was just wondering if there's any journalist or reporter asking Klopp post game, like, what happened to book your tickets to Istanbul and all that. And just
Tarmizzy, you know what's gonna happen, bro? You're gonna have James Pearce part 2, bro. Do you know what I mean? Someone's gonna get offended. Someone's gonna get kicked out. Like, man are scared. People are scared in that reporters' room. And when
I guess
they don't want to lose their jobs. Do you know what I mean?
He'll punch you in your throat. You don't even want that. Like, trust me. That's all. That's all. He'll punch you in your throat on the side, man. You don't want that, probably.
That must hurt you.
I'm just thinking about that. That actually hurts. So I'll punch you in the throat. That is crazy.
That will hurt you. Damn.
Yeah, man. I don't know about the summer as well. I'm not looking forward on that. Like, a lot of us have been pitching out, like the previous caller have been saying, who we should buy and who we should be leaving. That's another discussion. Like, for me, I'm one of those where just I can throw out suggestions, but at the end of the day, it's whether it's gonna happen or not. It's another thing. So I'll just wait and see and see what happens on the summer window.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
The last 2 months of this season, let's see what happens. That's all I can say. I don't have anything much to say on them, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
100%, man. Before you head out, though, quick question: what's been added to the boot collection now? What boots have you got?
No, I haven't got any targets so far, Jay. But I might get the whiteout Mizuno. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I hear you.
The whiteout with the silver logo.
Silver soul plate. Yeah, and the silver soul
plate. Exactly. Yeah.
I hear you.
Just keep an eye on it.
Cool. I'll keep an eye on it. Next time we see you on the recording, hopefully you got them. Because last time, remember, G, he dropped us with the Preds. He dropped the bomb with the Preds. It was crazy. Tarmizzy, always for calling.
Yeah, love as always, guys. Love as always.
Nah, man, love, bro. Love, man.
Love, bro. Appreciate you. Take care.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot, like, from the kind of energy I'm getting from people don't even know what to say anymore, innit? It's just like, it's done. It's just, there's no anger, there's no, like, it's just nothing. It's
2-week break. It's come out like a perfect time, man. Everyone can just chill now.
Detach your emotions, bro. Told you, man, from early, bro. Just two vibes, man.
We're gonna get the next caller in. Next caller. Certain man are saying that he's a Nunes 2.0 up front. I don't know what man are trying to hear. Like, we're gonna have we spoken about having a goal session, so we might have to get that patterned up with Romz and the rest of the man. But it's man like any. Big up.
Hey,
any.
my guy, I see you in time. Big up.
Yeah, bro. Well done.
Well
done.
Bro.
Good, man. We're good, bro.
Yeah, blessed. Yeah, man. What can I even say? What can I even say about it? I might have to take my camera and my Wi-Fi. What can I even say about this club? Fucking hell, bro. No, but Enzo, I was listening to you about Kelleher. I kind of agree. Like, in the cups, he should get more games. Don't get me wrong, definitely in the cups. But I think it's a bit unrealistic in the Premier League, just because it never really happens, innit? If you look at all the big clubs, Man City don't really rotate their keeper. Arsenal ain't rotating their keeper. I think Chelsea did it for a little bit, but that's because they got a new manager and they didn't really know who was the better between Kepa and Mendy. But for me in the Premier League, it's not really realistic. So when you have a good second keeper, it's kind of hard to keep them, especially when they're of the level that Kelleher is. So I think he's just going to go, and I just think we have to just sort of have to accept that. Like when you got a good second keeper, he's going to want to play first team football, and he's obviously good enough to do that as well. But no, I've been on to Klopp this season, but you see what pissed me off about yesterday? See, when he bought on, I'm not even Carvalho's biggest fan because he hasn't shown me much in it. But you see, when he bought on Carvalho for 9 seconds, I'm thinking, rah, Klopp, you're supposed to be this great man manager. How's that making man? Oh, you're taking a piss.
Man gave him the little run out. I told you it's a Groupon experience, bro. You can pay for it as well when you get the stadium tour. You get to step
Listen, the guy.
Yo, I need that Groupon experience, bro.
Bro, the guy probably had more steps warming up than he did on the pitch, bro. That's how bad it was.
Bro, you know what it is? Carvalho came on, the camera went to him, and he looked pissed off. It's like he saw a good. The camera went straight
I'm not even going to be able to get any grass in my boots, bro.
You see when man do that, yeah? I'm always like, bro, I understand, obviously, like, you're a professional football player. You're going to do the job that's obviously, if a manager tells you to go on the pitch, you're going to go on the pitch. But now I understand why certain players, like, will look at that and be like, brother, like, man's got to leave. Like, if your Sunday league manager told you, yeah, jump on the pitch for the last 9 seconds, bro, you're warring on the side, yo.
You're smart though. I guarantee you, if that was like a final even in your Sunday league team, yeah, or you're doing that to waste minutes in a game that you know you're going to the next thing, you don't mind doing that. You don't mind doing it.
If it had a purpose.
That was a dead rubber game, bro. The game was done. And you try to do that, that's a violence.
And you know what's mad as well? In a 7-0 game, that's a game you should have bought Carvalho on.
Yeah.
7-0, we're up 7-0. I'm seeing Milner. Why is Milner coming on against Manchester United when we're like 5-6-0 up, bro? It's not making sense. Bring the young boy on, bro. We ain't seen him kick ball in time, bro. You're taking the piss. Man. But no, there's a few more things I wanted to touch on as well. Like right now, I'm just ready to rip up the book and start again. When I say only couple men I saved. Nunes, Romz, you already know, bro. I'm a Nunes fan as well, bro. That's my guy. He's safe. Alisson's obviously safe. I think it's only Nunes.
Sorry, my bro. My bro. Just quick one on the Nunes situation, because obviously I just want to hear the take on it. Do you feel he should be playing on the left or should he play up front?
Nah, I was literally just about to come onto that. You see, my thing is,
sorry, go on,
I know people are gonna say, oh, yeah, sorry, go on. People are saying, he's looked better on the left than he has up front. But the thing is, the sample size is skewed. We've seen him play on the left about 700 times now, and he's only played up front about twice or 2 or 3 times. And the 2 or 3 times, yeah, go on, bro.
And no, just to analyze what you're saying, you're spot on, and you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna start losing his identity. That bro, I'm a striker. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. Is that, brother, I'm now going into a position where I used to be familiar with, but I'm no longer familiar with.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's gonna worry me, because when Diaz and that starts coming back, we know once Diaz has 3-4 games under his belt, tune-up game, he's then gonna cement that left. He just is based on ability, whether you like it or not. He's gonna cement that left side. So Nunes is then have to go back into unfamiliar territory, which shouldn't be, because you scored all them goals for Benfica. But where Klopp's going, you know what? This is where we asked Klopp to be a bit more tactically astute, because it's that I know he had injuries and whatnot, and he had to change certain things. But don't predominantly play him on the left. I know he's had his better games, but mix up, start him a few games through the centre. Now it's just boom. You know Gakpo is going to be through the middle, and Nunes on the left. He's gonna have an identity problem when everyone comes back. That's my only problem. And then you might see his performance drop because he's not been accustomed to playing that position. But that's a great question, Enz, because I was thinking of that recently myself. Oh man, this club. I'm just happy.
You know what it is as well. Just to add, I think my thing's a bit delayed, but just to add on to that a little bit, the only reason why Nunes is on the left is because he's got pace, bro. He's not a tech man like that. We know he's not doing a step over and beating man. He's not chopping man. It's literally because he's got pace in it. That's why, fam. So I think, and we noticed when the couple of games that Diaz and Nunes did play together, they got in each other's way. That's the only thing I will say. So I don't know how that's going to work when Diaz comes back. I remember I was seeing them both stand on the left wing. I'm thinking, Nunes, you should be in the box and Diaz should be the one trying to give you service. But so I don't know how that's going to play out. Hopefully, I don't know if Klopp's even the man to sort that one out, because we know tactically he's not great. He's just going to keep on doing the same thing, hitting his head against the brick wall and hoping that it works. But just one more thing before I go as well. I'm onto the players as well, man. I'm onto Klopp, super onto Klopp, especially for what he done to Carvalho. Like, I didn't rate that at all. Even Simicast almost came on and gave away a fucking penalty within a minute, bro. I'm just thinking, what are you doing for these guys' confidence, bro? Fucking hell. But yeah, the players, bro. Players like Robbo and Trent, I'm onto, bro, because they come like they don't have a brain sometimes. I swear down, it's just like, get the ball, even if no one's in the box, I'm putting the ball in the box, even though I can see with my own two eyes, no one's in the box. But I'm just gonna put it, especially Robbo. Robbo pisses me off because his crosses are so shit. They're so people say he's got a good left foot. I don't think he's got a good left foot. He's not technically he's not good. He'll just put the ball into the box and hope. It's like it's just hitting hope. He ain't picking out a man. Simicast will at least pick out a man, but Rob was just like, he'll do that thing where he runs on the spot. I don't know if you might clock it. He'll look up, run on the spot. He'll either drive past his man or he'll just hit into the box. And I'm just like, oh my God, do something different, please. And I understand it's probably instruction from the coach and staff as well. But if you're a player and you notice that things aren't going well, things aren't going the way you want it to, then you need to change it up. And that's the thing that made us so good in the season we won it. When was it? 2021 or 1920? I can't remember. 1920, I think. I remember Klopp coming out and saying, yeah, sometimes I don't even have to tell the players what to do. They'll figure it out for themselves. And I don't know why we've lost that. We sort of lost that. I think Gini Wijnaldum was a big part of that. There were games when we were down and out, and it always seemed to be Gini Wijnaldum. He came up with a goal, or he had like in the big games, Gini Wijnaldum was doing his thing, man. So I don't know, man. Klopp needs to bounce. Everyone can go apart from Nunes and fucking Alisson, bro. Big man thing. I'm just onto everyone, bro. Big man thing. Fight this club, man.
I hear that.
The community is growing. I'm liking it.
G, you're wrong for starting this, you know. Like, you know what?
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
He's the start of the Klopp out brigade, bro. I'm not involved in this.
Yeah, man. Yo, guys, I'm gonna put up the banner real soon. So obviously, if you guys want to, from my GoFundMe page, I'm gonna set one up soon, and we're just gonna get this thing cracking, man. We need to have our voices heard as well. Them man are doing FSG out prop. We can run that rhythm, but I'm saying we can also do the Klopp out as well. Do you know what I mean? Guys, I'm gonna set up a GoFundMe page. Watch.
We let Ram. We give Ram a hard time when he comes on. Well, in 1 minute ends. Have you signed the contract?
Hold on, whoa! You're right, bro.
Wait, we give Ram stick, and Ends is just getting away with it.
What are you saying, bro? What are you saying, bro? Where's you sign the contract?
If the contract is right, you know what I mean. But I hadn't had the talk shit. It's not the end of the season yet, bro. When the end of the season happens,
no. But that's what Ram's saying. All this end of the season, bro.
Listen, do you want your club to be fine, bro? You can't be talking to players outside of the window. Let man
settle down, bro. That's how we got Verge. That's what I'm asking now, bro.
We're tapping up.
That's tapping up players, bro. You get in trouble. Some big fines will happen, bro.
Cool, my God. Cool dude saying, "Ends a namaste. Can't save you now. You're full screen." Oh yeah, man.
Hey, you love killing me, bro.
Any, appreciate you calling, man. As always, man. Big up to yourself.
Yeah, man. Big up you, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. Big up you, man.
Love, man. Love. Oh, the Klopp out brigade is growing. I'm liking it. I mean, we're getting bigger than that. I mean, we're having our voices heard. I love it.
Trust. We've got the next caller on right now.
Hey, these scouts are going to kill me one day. You know, I can't even turn up to Liverpool soon, boy.
Yeah, we've got the second to last caller. We've got, do you know what I mean? He's been wanting to come on. I know he's probably going to be the one that's going to come on and have a rant right now. Everyone doesn't know what to say. He's probably got a lot to say. It's man like Chris Mack. Big up to Chris.
Big up, Chris.
Hey guys, how's it going?
How's it going, Chris, man? You good?
GTV, we're fueling the plane up, aren't we?
Huh?
We're going to fly that banner.
Yeah, bro, I'm ready. I told you, I'm ready. I'm bloody ready, mate.
That banner's getting ready to go across Anfield. You know it.
Oh, fucking hell.
And it won't say FSG out.
Yeah, I don't care about all of that. You guys can fly that plane if you want. I'm talking about the Klopp plane.
I'll change that out to in FSG in.
Yeah, then I'll do that just to piss everyone else off. I'll do Klopp out, FSG in, just to piss everyone off and just to see how it goes. I'll do that just for the bands.
I don't even know where to start right now, honestly. Right now, do you remember when we came second under Rodgers?
Yeah.
and he kind of like, I mean, he had a portrait of himself in his own hallway, and he did that TV show. Right now, Klopp believes his own hype. He's doing he's like, he was on the Oscars, like doing a speech on the Oscars in America, like on a live feed. Yeah, a couple of days ago. The man's doing like beer adverts and everything in Germany. He's got the
I saw the beer advert. I saw that one. I saw that.
City. He's got the keys to the city. He's being paid 12 million a year. He's checked out. He's a big boy now. He doesn't need to try anymore. Like, the fans have given him so much credit in the bank that he's just like,
true.
Like we go goals down, and he stood on the touchline smiling. Like, he's blaming the grass being dry and the grass being long. And he's the one that hasn't signed any defenders, and he's the one that hasn't signed any midfielders. And he went on record and said, we don't need any. And then we needed them. And he's ruined 2 seasons because of it. You know,
Chris, he even apologized to us. He knew he was in the wrong.
Like, when it like he's doing this to the fans. He's doing this to the fans because he knows
that pissed me off more than anything.
Because he knows he's shit and he needs forgiveness. But man, I mean, yeah, that was almost my background. But it just looked like there was a pair of hands above my head like that.
That looks like a man that does. I know context, obviously, that was after the Brighton game, but that in that moment, that just looks like a man that just, he doesn't know what he's doing. He has nothing left. Literally.
That looks like a man who's getting paid 12 million and he's trying to get away with it for another year.
Yeah.
Man, look. Like, I nearly went to Hillsborough. Like, I'm a Liverpool fan from born. Like, you know, I've been through thick and thin. I'm 45. I've witnessed everything. And everyone could talk about fucking the Rodgers era. The Hodgson era, because that's what they always refer back to. He was only there. He was only there about 6 months.
Exactly.
We got rid of him quick enough. But this season is terrible. Like, it is terrible. And we can't win away. Like, we cannot win a game away. And the statistics don't lie. Like, we concede a goal, and there's like an 80% chance that we might get an equaliser. We've scored 1 goal in the Premier League away this year, and that was Salah, and then the other 6 were at Man United. Like, that's how bad we are. Like, and to take all those fans to Real Madrid last night and not even try. Like, take your best player off. Like, Nunez isn't great, by the way. Nunez is a child in a man's body, if you ask me. And he's got no football brain whatsoever. And he makes absolutely terrible decisions constantly. Like, seriously. But, you know, at the end of the day, he was fast, he was strong, and he made their defenders a little bit worried last night. And then you take him off. I'm completely lost. And I've got to be honest. Do you remember Alex Ferguson and Zaha, and he was shagging his daughter, and he dropped him? Do you think
Moyes? I think it was Moyes. Was it Moyes?
That's what Fabio's doing to Klopp.
Moyes.
Do you think that's what Fabio's doing? Because Carvalho's doing? Because, like,
what's touching Ula? You think he's?
Yeah, I mean, what is he doing? Like, he's never going to.
Has Klopp got any kids? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
Did him and
I thought like he's been in 7 years. I don't know if he's got any kids.
Did him and Curtis Jones like do a threesome or something? Like, I don't know. Like, you know, because those 2 guys can't get anything.
Like, get active. See, menopause is round the corner,
bro. If it's not touched already, like, I don't know.
Man said active. What are you talking about? It's over for him, bro.
Why have you got these 2 players? Like, Curtis Jones, he was 18. He was in the Liverpool first team. He scored like 4 goals in the first season. He was brilliant. Like, he was the bee's knees. He was the one. He was the. Like, we all thought he was probably going to get in the England team, like maybe a year or 2 later, and now he can't even get on the bench. Like you got no midfielders, and we all know you got no midfielders, and you've got Curtis Jones there, but you're not going to play him. Obviously, you're not going to play him. You're going to play 37-year-old, like who just runs around and then falls over. Like honestly, like I honestly cannot understand anything that he does, any decisions he makes, any of his substitutions, any of the things he says in the press. It is just waffle, and he's got to go. At least we'll have a bump. At least we'll have that kick on, because when you get a new manager, the players go, oh shit, new manager's here. I've got to impress him. And he's got enough players there to impress him, because half of them aren't getting played. Like, and another thing as well, which people probably don't know about, we're the only Premier League team that does training at night. Do you know that?
Wait, what?
We train at night.
We train at night. We train at night. We're the only Premier League team that does training at night. And you wonder why we get so many injuries. We probably can't fucking see each other on the pitch.
First and foremost, all this training and we're still shit. Like, what are you not even doing in the training thing? I don't even understand. But why are you training at night?
We've never won a 12:30 kickoff this season, and we've never scored in any of them. I think we might have scored one, and that might have been Ox, I think. But we've never done well in 12:30 kickoffs because we don't change our training to suit the kickoff times. So we're still training the day before, like we go to then go away and play, or when we're at home and playing at 12 o'clock. The whole setup is just absolute muddy. It's just muddy, like front to back. Like, wow. And like everybody's talking about like, oh yeah, we're going to get this war chest and we're going to get Jude Bellingham. After watching that last night, Jude Bellingham's going to Madrid. Like Tony Cruz, I'll take Tony Cruz. They can have Jude Bellingham, because we ain't going to pay Jude Bellingham what he should be earning. Jude Bellingham's going to want 300 grand. Like, of course he is. Jude Bellingham runs the German midfield for Dortmund, and Dortmund are now challenging for the league now. You know, they're back in it. Like, and that's because of Jude. I watched him play for Dortmund. He's insane. But he ain't going to fix our team. He ain't going to fix our team.
He's the missing piece to a jigsaw that we clearly have not got the other pieces to. Like,
we ain't got the right jigsaw puzzle, bro. He's the wrong. Like, do you know what I mean? We're trying to play Scrabble with draft pieces, bro. It's not working. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
He's trying to use the inside pieces as the corners, isn't he? On the outside.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I think just on that point there, the whole Jude Bellingham thing, just quickly, I always think like he's a good player. We know he's a good player. Let's not act like he isn't. But the reality is Liverpool the right team for him and his own development in football at this current moment in time? Me, I don't think so. I think you're going to be coming to a team that is going through too much of a transition. It's going to take them a while. There's a high expectation at this football club to obviously do well as well, obviously because of what we've done under Klopp before. Is Liverpool really the right way for you to go at this present moment in time? Football's a short career. I know everyone says he's young, he's got time. I'm like, do you really? Because you could get to 25, 26 and be a forgotten man by that time. Do you know what I mean? We don't know what's going to happen. You pick up an injury. There's so many different variations, different things that can happen. We're all banking on Jude Bellingham being this guy who loves Liverpool. His dad's going to be a scout here. He's going to do this. He's going to come here, change Liverpool's fortunes. And I'm just like, are we almost wasting his career like we've done with quite a few of the players that we've got here? I don't know, man. I don't know. Very, very funny situation.
You know what worries me the most about Jude Bellingham, and he's probably saying this himself? We can't manage youngsters. We injure them. All of our youngsters have got stress fractures. That's down to being redlined. That's down to being overplayed. That's down to being played too much at too young an age. The list just goes on. Like Curtis Jones, Gordon got stress fractures. He's been out for nearly a year. Ramsey's now done in. We've now broken Bajcetic. Like you know, I'm surprised Fabio hasn't been destroyed. Like honestly, it's like Fabio. I mean Carvalho when I say that, not Fabinho. He's just destroyed anyway. But the problem is, it's this football that Klopp plays. he's only got one dimension. He's just one-dimensional. He only knows one way to play football. And he's literally taught every single player that one way to play football. Honestly, I mean, the players that leave Liverpool, if any ever do leave, but if the players that do leave Liverpool, they are not going to be good players in other clubs because they've had this like mentality of playing his style, and that's it. There's no adaptability, there's no flexibility, there's no way of being able to play with other players. You know, that's probably why a lot of our players don't look that good in international teams as well, you know, because of that. And that's down to what Klopp does, and that's down to the training that we do. You know, if a team works us out, that's it. They've worked us out. We haven't got another way of being able to negate around it, which is why we signed Núñez and Gakpo and those kind of players and Diaz, kind of like street ballers who are a little bit like Luis Suarez, where they've just got that, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to have a go. You know, if things aren't working out, I'm just going to do it my way. But he's already started to kind of get his way into those players as well. And Diaz has started to look a little bit like another player that just fits in that team and doesn't have his own identity. Like when we first got him, he had his identity and he was just like bang, bang, bang. And same with Núñez. And I don't see that anymore now. I see that's come out of them a bit. It's been taken out of them. And that's bad. That's a real indictment on the way that he does things. Because these players, we sign them because they are individuals who have got so much skill and talent that they will set the league alight. And he's taking that out of them. He's taking that spark away from them because of the way we obviously do stuff in training.
No, you're right, man. You're right. And this is what, obviously, Romz said it as well, but I've said it previously. Players are going to start losing their identity. And when that happens, come next season, and Núñez don't know how to play as a striker, and Gakpo don't know how to play, doesn't know where he needs to play. The midfielders look lost. Like, even like Curtis Jones, he's lost his identity. You know,
he needs to leave now because I feel sorry for him. I really feel sorry for Curtis. I'm a massive Curtis Jones fan. The guy never gives the ball away, keeps possession, and hasn't had anything under a 7 or no, he's never had a game under a 7 for me. He just ticks things along. He does exactly what he says on the tin. Like, he is a really solid player.
And he's got more to him as well, and he's got a lot more to his game than what we see. He's in a team or a system that doesn't suit the way he wants to play. Same with like Harvey Elliott. We playing him in midfield. He's losing his identity as a winger.
How many times have we played Harvey Elliott on the right side now? How many times have we played him on the right side?
Hardly ever.
I've only seen him twice.
Probably about 3 or 4 times, and he scored 2 goals in those games. and he had his best games. Like, okay, yeah, Man United, he had a great game. Man United, everything went in.
Yeah,
he had 8 shots.
Like, 7 on target. 8 on target with 7 goals.
Who said it was a freak game? There was one of the commentators said that was just a freak game. Like, you can't think into it too much.
Outraged at that, but it's the truth.
It's the truth. It was just a freak game, like totally. Like, I really, really worry as well. Like, I am really, really genuinely worried about next season if we keep him and we just carry on, because what changes? Seriously, what changes? Like, okay, so maybe we get rid of a couple of players. Like, we're going to have to sell an asset. We're going to have to sell Salah. We're going to have to sell Trent, because we ain't going to get this money. And they're already making excuses now that, well, if we don't make top 4, then there's a different list.
Yeah.
Where was the fucking list when we fucking were looking at it for midfielders? Because it only had Tchouameni on it.
Yeah, so we went. Tyler Morton will come back in.
Exactly.
Tyler Morton will get back
smoke
in.
Screen. Honestly, just a smoke screen.
Tyler Morton will come
All
back in
smoke
and we'll
screens.
sign Artur as well. We'll just sign him because he's a cheap option.
Exactly.
And then that's 2
Weston
midfielders there
McKennie.
covered.
Weston McKennie. Did they not see him? Like, obviously they see Mello in the medical room, like with bandages all over him, and then you see McKennie in the World Cup, and you go, "Hey, you know what? I'll go for the other guy."
Yeah, it's crazy.
Who's on double the wages.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But, K-Mac, we're going to have to look. Appreciate you
I
calling
know,
in.
I'm sorry. I came on
No.
late.
Of course, I wanted you to give you your time to rant because I knew it would be good, man. And a lot of people there have been agreeing with you in the chat as well. So big up to yourself,
Jerry. Thanks for the reach out, Matt. I came on late. I'll definitely come on again. Earlier next time. All right.
No worries.
Big up, James. Came out.
Big up, man. And I join yours as well, Ends. All right, mate. We'll start
I
off with
appreciate it. You got a subscriber right there. So big up to K-Mac, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Cheers, guys. Hey, guys. I'm not being funny though. You put more effort in tonight than fucking that team did in Madrid.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
All right, take it easy, man. Have a good evening.
Peace.
Big up.
Oh, yeah, big up to hold on, let me put the camera, let me firm it for a little bit more, man. Big up to everyone in the building as well. We got the last caller today. Bruv, and Chris have got a lot of good things to say, innit?
Bro, he's like, honestly, man, even when he jumped in the comments the other day, everything he was saying, man, I was just agreeing with him. One or two things he said, I probably didn't agree with him at the time, but bro, he's such a level-headed guy. It's unreal, and it's good to put a face to the name now, so which is good. Like level-headed, talk sense, great points, bro. Like honestly, it's things that we've been saying for a while, but obviously no one's paying attention in it. It's only now when everyone's starting to see what we're asking for from our manager. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, no, you're right." Like, bro, we just need him to adapt and be better than what he is, and he's not doing that. He's too stubborn at the moment, and he's pushing us further and further back.
Yeah, facts. Let's get the last caller on from today, straight from Accra. Our resident Ghanaian. I ain't talking about Uncle Albert. Man like Fritz. Chat to us, man.
Big up, Fritz.
You there?
Fritz is on mute. You're on mute if you didn't know. There you go.
Hi, guys.
What's up, Fritz? Chat to us.
Yeah. I've really missed all you guys, man. It's been a minute.
Big up,
man.
Yeah, Liverpool is just stressing us here in Ghana, man. I'm on this Liverpool page in Ghana, and I'm telling you, all these guys have BP. You know, our blood pressure is all over the roof. We are really bleeding over here. You know, the economy is already a mess with all, you know, I'm sure you guys are aware. But
Liverpool's dropping as well.
I mean, Liverpool is just supposed to give us a glimmer of hope, and, you know, I mean, yesterday's match was just bollocks. I could count about, I think, 4 to 5 back heels by, you know, the Real Madrid players. Our midfield was just a shambles. I mean, everything clicked for Real Madrid yesterday. Their shots on targets were just fantastic. Modric, Camavinga, Cruz, they just took our midfield for a ride. We were just bollocks. Energy zero. Like, I mean, we are tired. We need a total reset. We are just a mess. And I don't think anyone here in Ghana, probably there are few, who looks up to Liverpool games. I mean, the 2019, 2020, I mean, you could literally study the calendar of Liverpool, anticipating every single game. So much joy, passion. But now there's nothing to look forward to. Nothing. It's just crazy, man. It's a shambles. I don't know what we're going to do this summer because we don't have the money. We definitely don't have the money. I mean, Bellingham is not going to solve our problems. I mean, it's not going to happen. Even if we buy Valverde, we buy, what's that guy's name? Valverde, Frankie de Jong. I mean, we buy all of them. I think we need a total reset. I was really shocked with Klopp yesterday concerning the formation. I expected something different. Expected something, you know, Real Madrid have beaten us for the last 8 meetings. We needed something just different.
Exactly.
We saw the formation. We were happy. Okay, it is going to be something different. And the match starts in the next in about 15 minutes. I mean, it was just. I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, there's nothing happening. Milner, Trent needs to cut his hair, please. You guys in the UK, tell him to cut his hair before he turns into Dele Alli.
Speaking of it,
I told you, Ed. I told you about the dread, bro.
I told you. Listen. Don't let them Rasta man hear you. Don't let them Rasta man hear you say that to another man, you know. But I cut his dreads, bro.
Man, I know we have to close, but I mean, Virgil also needs to sit on the bench. Virgil needs the bench. I mean, what happened? I mean, the goal was just is still inexplicable. I mean, Virgil, Vinicius Jr. was on the floor for goodness sake, for crying out loud, and he was still able to get to the ball, tap it to Benzema to score the goal. Virgil, that aura has left you. I mean, you need to see he needs the bench. He really needs the bench. We are fed up. We are fed up. I just don't know what to do with our team. Matip, glass legs, Keita, of course you'll be leaving. Firmino leaving. I mean, about a quarter of the team will be leaving, and we definitely don't have the money. I don't think we'll be selling Salah too, even though we know we need to sell Salah. But even if Salah is going to be sold, we won't get about 40 million for Salah. That's the truth. Because it won't be like Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG will be gunning for him, and his price is just going to be shooting all over the roof. When we have Osimhen and Kavacheska, I mean, all of those guys are going to be running the market in August. I don't think I just can't see hope for my team. I just don't know what to do anymore. But it's still great to have these conversations with you guys, man. It brings this sense of unity that we are not. We're not alone, and we still support and love our club, man.
All right, quick question before you go.
Speak for yourself, man.
I'll just
question before you go. What do you think about Nunes playing left wing and Gakpo playing through the middle?
Oh, I mean, forget about Nunes, man. Let's talk about someone else.
No. Fritz, man. Fritz. He's our man. Come on, man. No Nunes slander.
Yesterday's game was just meant for Luis Diaz. The whole team is crap. He has to just shine. You just cut in and you get a goal, and then some energy is going to pop up from somebody, and then we'll win the match or something, maybe 2-0, and Klopp will come up in the press conference. Oh, we're heading in the right direction. We shouldn't lose hope. Yeah, I mean, see, Nunes, I just don't. There are no words to. I'm still with G concerning Nunes. That guy. He's not the future of our team. I'm telling you. Let's sell Nunes and Gakpo and buy Mbappe. I'm telling you, that might help us out.
I mean, that would be the dream. That would be the dream. But
Mbappe will hear we're interested in them and laugh. This ain't 2019, bro.
Yeah, you don't like that.
I wish I could share with you a screenshot I had. I think was it the Bournemouth game, or I think it was the Manchester United game or the Bournemouth game. The guy just couldn't pass the ball. There were 3 players in front of Nunes. He just couldn't string a pass straight to any of the 3 players. And I think it was Manchester United, and the opposing defender got the ball. I mean, he does what, he has the energy, he has the pace, but we paid about 100 million for you with bonuses involved for you to deliver on the biggest stage in the world. I mean, what happened yesterday?
But bro, his job, we didn't spend 100 million on him for him to pass the ball, bro. We spent 100 million on him to score goals.
And the rebuttal to that, Fritz, I know you're saying Nunes is passing the bit off, but last night Salah had 2 incisive passes that he flopped to Nunes. So we can nitpick, we can scapegoat certain other players, because I know Nunes, cool, we pay 100 million for him, but Salah's got 350k a week, which he warrants. I'm not going to keep saying, but he needs to now rise. And one of them, for me, 2 of them passes he needs to be perfecting, but especially one of them, he had time and he just, yeah. But I hear you, Nunes probably does it a bit more often.
Nunes cost, I think, twice the amount Salah cost, so we should expect more from Nunes. I mean, let's be serious. Salah took Nacho for a ride yesterday.
Listen, remember, a player doesn't write down what he's worth. No, we can't do this, guys, man. A player doesn't write down what he's worth, bro. That's what the club think he's worth. So if they're saying he's worth 100 million, it doesn't mean the player's worth 100 million. Just to them, he's worth 100 million. So we can't just.
But also to us. Remember, we're the ones.
No, bro, it's not to us because we have to pay if we really want.
No, but you wouldn't pay if you don't feel like the player is even worth it. Otherwise, you would just leave it. You would generally leave. We've seen it with just a player that. Okay, prime example, Caicedo. Arsenal were looking at him, the price got too high. Once that price got too high, man ain't worth that P, so I'm not spending that P on him. I'm not saying they're not going to go back in for him because they might. But when the player's of a whatever value, if you think he's worth the money, you're going to pay. And obviously, I'm not saying he won't because it's only been 1 season. He's still got time to justify that price tag. But ultimately, Klopp saw it from a point of he knew the guy was going to cost a lot of money anyway. Let's not even act like he wouldn't, because he was going to because of the season he just had. So if Klopp's looking at him thinking, forget what he's twice more than Salah, because Salah was during a different era. Money's obviously gone up, valuation, all that kind of stuff. But I'm looking at it thinking, just like you, he ain't here to pass the ball, brother. I need to see next season. Obviously, if Klopp plays him in his position, boy, if I'm not seeing you bagging goals left, right, and centre, then we're going to need to have a serious conversation about you.
Yeah.
And not only that as well, at the same time, the guy's probably only played, 3 months in his natural position? The rest of the time, bro, everyone's been gassing about playing him left wing.
Right.
So we bought the man to go and play striker, and then he did that for a couple of months, and then we moved him to the left wing.
I honestly don't think we bought him to be the striker. We bought him to be a left winger.
Nah, bro.
We'll know next season. We'll know next season.
Nah, G, I'm not doing that either, bro. I'm going to have to hold people accountable. So you're telling me the guy that played up front for Benfica last year scored 30-something goals. You're telling me the manager at Liverpool Football Club bought the guy that played up front for Benfica, scored 30-odd goals to play on the left wing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
As soon as you inserted that word, the manager at Liverpool, I said, 100%. Yes.
What did he do with Genie? What did he do with Genie? Double figures.
Did you know like that? Genie wasn't a central midfielder.
What did he do with Shaqiri? You know
He
what?
done
Yeah,
it with a lot of players. We got to
actually-
start understanding that.
I was actually with you until I was actually with you until I realized, wait, the manager of my football club.
Yeah,
is
but
Robert.
okay, but put it. This is with Genie. Genie was a midfielder. He played in the attacking three, and he could also play in midfield. That's cool for Newcastle, who's played as an attacking midfielder. We saw something different and played him in the 8, which you'd say probably one of his best positions. Then when you're talking about Shaqiri could have played in the 10. He could have played right side or left side of the attack. So there was nothing really wrong with that. Nunes is a striker, bro. He's not a left forward. He's not a right winger. He's not an attacking midfielder. He's a number 9.
But Gakpo now, I guarantee you, we would not have signed Gakpo, if they didn't feel, you know what, Gakpo's going to be our centre and we're going to play off him and allow Nunes the space. Because they realise Nunes, like, Klopp can't do this target man, number striker, this type of main man. I can't see it. You've got Diaz, you've also got Jota.
Bro, it's a very simple thing, and this is why I say when we're too relying upon the actual system than actually creating a system to suit the players. So at the moment we're just like, this is our system, and then you man have to fit the mold, and that's it. Instead of actually, do you know what? I've got this, and this man in the team. I'm going to create a system to suit my players so I can get the best out of them. You have a striker, put him up front, and then give him a number 10 that he can then feed off of or create chances for him. Because when we was doing that, right, we were creating chances, and yes, hold his hand up. He was missing some mad chances, but he was getting them, and he was getting into those right areas. We're not even seeing that now.
Bro, and I know the sample size is small, but the back end of pre-season and like the Fulham game and the Newcastle game, when Carvalho came on and drifted into his natural position, you saw Nunes getting more chances. But again, because Klopp don't favour him, he, for me, out of everyone, he is that natural 10. But where we don't play with one, it's not going to be to Nunes' benefit. But I agree with what you're saying. I do agree with what
That's what I'm saying. We're spending 100 million not to play the guy in his natural position, bro. And then we're telling me that he should be playing left wing, bro.
But that's the thing.
This will make me feel like, am I the one that's crazy going, bro, I didn't watch the games when he played for Benfica.
Nah, but
I should just accept the man go and play left wing.
But the way Klopp moves, he don't go and look at, oh yeah, it's your position. He's just looking at your qualities, isn't it? Yeah. So when he looks at Gakpo, he's looking at the qualities of a Gakpo and being like, not that. He's looking at Nunes and thinking, all right, well, the guy who plays down the centre in the Liverpool system doesn't get the majority of the goals. It's the people that have been on either wing. So they're going to be our goal providers.
Exactly. That's my point.
That's why they're playing Nunes there, because they believe that's where he's going to be the threat.
Well, how stupid is that though, Jay? When now he's not getting any chances when he was playing through the middle.
It's mad, but this has been my problem with Klopp. That's
exactly.
You're literally explaining it.
That's why
right now, like, why is this man doing this? That's the exact feeling I've had with Klopp all season. Why are you doing this? Carvalho. We bought Carvalho as a 10. We know he's a 10. Why is he playing on the left wing? Why is he then playing in the 8? Chat to me, bro.
It's not even that though, JJ. What I want us to do as a fan base is don't accept these narratives that they're trying to push, bro. Because now we are fueling Klopp doing these madness, bro. Because I'm hearing fan base telling me, "Oh no, Gakpo's a mat. He should be playing in the false nine." Bro, he played his whole career in the left wing. What? So what? The 3 games for Holland where he had to be shoehorned in because Memphis was injured. Now you're telling me he's a false 9.
That's the thing, Enzo. That's how
we need to stop doing this
nowadays. If you have a few good performances in a certain position, you're now accustomed to that position. That's how modern day football fans think. Look, Nunes had a few good games on the left. People think he's best on the left now. Like I said, Gakpo had for me, a decent World Cup. I think it was 3 and 5 through the middle. Oh yeah, now he plays through the middle.
But you got to remember, you guys have got to remember the manager. Look what the manager will do though. Klopp's and I'm 100% with you. I even done a video where I was talking about Nunes playing on that left-hand side because under Jurgen Klopp, we know what he does. When something works one time or twice in a 2-game period, you know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to keep playing it. And then it becomes, as rightfully, as you said, everything you said, 100% agree with. It then becomes a case of, yeah, well, now Gakpo has to be this fool. So Gakpo's the new Firmino. I'm with you. I was like, bro, I never thought this guy was a striker. I thought he was a left winger. That's why I was baffled when we signed him. But then, and the same thing again, when we signed Nunes, and Romz will even know that we've had this conversation before. When we signed him at first, I was like, brother, just sign him. If he's the guy that you want to come in to score your goals, just spend a P and just get him. Just get him. If that's the guy that you're banking on to bag you these goals, because clearly he saw it from a position of, okay, Liverpool are a team that, yes, we've had these inside forwards and red-tear, but clearly I thought Liverpool were going to play a different way, and we're going to basically what Man City are doing effectively, which is they're going to play a different way to then suit the striker that they've got. And then, as you said, we've then got Nunes. We've had injuries, so he's then played on the left. He's had a couple good games on that left-hand side, we have to probably admit, and then he's just stuck him there. Now that just seems like it's his position kind of thing. When Eni was on earlier on and he's talking about Diaz and Nunes, I was like, bro, you can't play those two together. They do the exact same thing. Like, they are literally the same player. Just one's a left winger and one is a striker. We saw it, bro. Just standing in each other's way. That's got nothing to do with tactics and whatever. That's just because of how they play as players, kind of thing. That ain't gonna change. That's just what they do. So I'm like, I'm with you, ends on one side, but then on the other side, I'm like, the reality is, Klopp is not going to do that. He's gonna just see it as, because what does he do now? When Diaz comes back, he's gonna have a mad headache. What do you do? Because Gakpo is clearly, from what we've seen, is not that effective. From what we've seen in the way that Klopp wants to play, he's not effective off that left-hand side in the way that Klopp wants to play.
Try him on the right then, bro, and drop Salah in it, because people are saying he's not performing. So drop him and play.
I hear it, but bro, I'm here for the ideas, boy. But I'm just thinking this manager would never.
Guy, we're speaking about dropping. Are you actually here for that idea,
bro? I've always said no. When it comes to when it comes to Salah, I've always said it. Like, brother, I'm dying for us to sign someone else on that right hand side, because my guy is absolutely just flailing and he's drowning in the deep end of the pool right now, and no one's here to throw in a lifeboat. Like I'm saying, when it comes to Klopp is just not gonna do. This is why I keep getting onto Klopp, because I'm just like, bro, you are not planning to even change it like a little bit to even just put the players in their normal positions, bro. You've done it with Harvey Elliott, you've done it with Curtis Jones, you've done it with Thiago, you've done it with Trent was a midfielder, you put him at right back. Like, when it starts to work, what do we see? He just sticks to what is working, and then that's just the go-to. So that's why I'm like, I'm with you on one side, but on the other side, I'm like, bro, Klopp ain't gonna do that, bro.
Do you also, and I'll give you this one as well, Fritz, bro. Do you think we should just change the formation, probably to play with a 10, and then just stick by it until it works, or till we find a way to kind of get this formation going? Because, or are we at a point where we're going to try this formation once, and if it doesn't work, then we'll just it doesn't work, change it?
Yeah, I think we are in the position where we have to be trying different things almost every game. I would prefer the 3-back. Matip, Konate, Virgil. You know what I mean? Let's forget about Gomez for now. Yeah. Let's try that system and see how it's going to pan out. Yes. Let's just give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. If it doesn't work, cool. Let's pick out some players over the summer. If it's Vardiol, no problem. we play with a 10. Let's play Carvalho. I mean, give that guy some time to, fit into the team. The same way when Shaqiri came, we had to, start to play 4-2-3-1 a couple of games just to make sure Shaqiri fit into the team. This whole season, we've been just bollocks. We've been utter. I just don't want to use it this way. We've been crap. We've been total crap. Try something new. Otherwise, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Klopp has to leave. If he can't change the system, if he's going to stick with this 4-3-3.
Say loud. Say loud.
If Klopp is just... See, I was just utterly disappointed yesterday when I saw the formation, and then after 15 minutes, I'm like, oh my God, it's still 4-3-3. The guys are just moving the ball backward and sideways. I mean, oh my God. Did you see what Milner did when he passed the ball to Trent and Trent had to run back? Oh my God.
You should have taken a touch, bro. My man just played some mad ball.
Yeah, we have to try something new. We have to. Otherwise, this summer, it will be more of Klopp out than getting Bellingham, getting Frankie de Jong, getting Valverde. We need to try something new. We have about 12 games left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Klopp, if anything, about 5 out of these 12 games, let's see something new, see something different. A spark. Let's see a spark. Aside Alisson, the whole team needs a reshuffle.
Yeah, it's true. I agree.
He's got 2 weeks.
Hey, this Klopp out brigade is getting bigger and bigger. I'm liking it.
It's true.
He's got 2 weeks to kind of mull it over with his coaching.
But it's not going to happen. Deep down, we all know it's not going to happen. So I mean,
but this is what I'm saying though. This is what we should be pushing as a fan base though, because I'm pretty sure information must get to the journals, and then the journals will ask him these questions.
But
these narratives, bro.
But you need a general consensus to go and have a certain narrative.
Has to start from somewhere, bro.
The problem is it's so divided that you had one brother that tried to go and run a narrative about midfielders. Yeah, James Pearce. Look what happened to him. He's been X'd off. We haven't heard from him since. We have not heard from him.
No, but there's a reason, bro. He's a clown at times as well, man. I'm talking about us lot though, bro. We can push. We're the fan base. We're the ones turning on our TV. We're the ones buying tickets to go to the games. We're the ones, doing content for these man. Rain, sun, snow, tornado, regardless of what, we're doing content for these man. So at the same time, just push the right agendas, bro. Don't push these dumb agendas across the airwaves. And then maybe we might get some change, bro. We're just pushing dumb agendas half the time. Not us.
I think the fans in the stadium have to start raising placards. Yeah. I mean, I think that's
They're never gonna do that though. The fans in the stadium don't think like we got to start understanding. And I agree with Ends, to be fair, in terms of the narratives that get pushed out, because let's not act like these guys ain't seeing it. But the fans in the stadium are like, it's like night and day. They're not the same fans who are going out, because from what we're even hearing, even the people in the stadium, it doesn't even sound like they are the ones who even really want like an FSG out, as an example of one thing kind of thing. So if they're the ones who are going to the games, they're the ones who are buying the tickets, they're the ones who are doing all of these kind of things. Us as obviously content creators, obviously we've got our own views and our own things. Then it's almost like we're fighting each other. So then there's just beef in the fan base in itself. Yeah. But you're right, we do need to come together as one and kind of start pushing more this narrative of Klopp. You need to start changing, because I see it in other clubs. Other clubs will start making noise if the manager isn't doing something right, and then things get changed. But in Liverpool, we don't. It's like Klopp is our God. Like, he's literally the God that we go to church every Sunday and worship. And if he says do something, then we just do it. And I never understand why we're not trying to do you not want Klopp to be better? Like, I don't get it. Like, do you not want Klopp to at least do better? Surely we should be hounding him and saying, yo, bro, you need to start. Let's play 3 at the back, maybe. Let's just try something. Just anything. Please. Like, man is begging you now. Yeah, I'm trying to say. It's just silly now.
I think we're too one or the other. We're too nicey. I think we're like the team. You know how we never really get the shithousery from our team? Only certain man. Like, that's how we are as a fan base. Look at the other day when I was saying to you before the presser asked Klopp about when was the last time we won a penalty, and Klopp didn't think to even mention this. I would be running my mouth every press conference and go, it's taken a year since the last time we had a penalty. I know we missed it when we got it, but bro, they had to ask him for him to go, oh, yeah, that's strange, ain't it? What do you mean that's strange? You should have been asked, bro, in the first month.
You should have
In
known
the
this.
first month, bro, I would have been asking like, "Raw, how comes we ain't got a penalty?" None of them are beat, bro. And this is what happens, bro. He's not asking these questions. He's just trying to be the nice guy all the time. And then we as a fan base trying to be the nice guys as well. We're like, nah, we'll allow him, we'll give him time to fix it. Cool, that's fine. But then I need to see tactical changes, bro. I need to see us go in the right way, push the right agendas. And then when you man are hearing these man chat shit on the airwaves, shoot them down ASAP, bro. None of this, you know, you got a point. No, you're chatting shit. Shut up, man. Push this agenda. That's what we need to be doing. Because we're allowing the people talking nonsense a lot more airtime, bro. We need to shut these man down. Telling me about, nice, all right, man. We know, you're right. Nunes should be playing on the left wing. Shut up, man. Should be playing as a striker.
Fritz, man, appreciate you coming on, man. Appreciate it as always. Hope you're
Thanks,
doing well.
guys. Big up to the 1.1k subscribers. Yeah, let's take it to the next level, guys. Next level. Big up, G. I've been watching your videos, G, man. Keep it up.
Love, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that big time, bro.
All right. Stay blessed, Romz. Stay blessed, James.
I should be touching that cross soon this year. So I'll be seeing you.
Cool.
I'll hit you up. All
right, bro. All right. Stay blessed. Bye.
Bye.
Nice one, man.
Yeah, big up to Fritz, man. Big up to Fritz. Yeah, man. Bro, it's crazy. Like, there's a lot to unpack, bro. And we've got 12 more games. It's gonna be an interesting one, man. It's gonna get through some of the comments that we starred as well before we head out. We've got Sam Max Legend saying there's more of the Queen coming back to life than FSG spending big in the summer. Ow.
Hey, man's not involved, you know. Man's not involved, bro.
They are SA Max Legends views and not the channel.
Innit? The views are independent of each user, bro.
You don't like that.
Mark K saying, I noticed Thiago was the only player who punches in passes as well. You've got Frank Wood saying embarrassing subs from Klopp yesterday. Yeah, it's true. We got big.
How many times have we said that this season?
TV. Huh?
How many times have we said that this season? Embarrassing subs from Klopp. I feel like we hear that every week.
Well, we hear that every week, bro. Every week. Big up to Baz from LBM TV. Hope you're doing well, Baz. Big up.
Hope you're doing well, my guy.
Subscribe and hope you're doing well. We got Paul Smith saying advice for Jerry saying, look, get a piece of cotton wool, dip it in warm or hot water, and then put it over the affected part of your eye. Listen, I've done all of that right now, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
JJ.
You probably see my eye like droopy as well. I can't even
I wish you a speedy recovery, but just for bants at the moment, I'm calling you Jerry Watt. Is that all right?
Jerry what? Why?
Jerry Watt.
Wap? Oh, Jerry Watt. 17:30.
By the way, Vandam, Arsenal and Sporting have just gone to penalties.
Sporting, and they need to win.
You see the goal?
It was crazy.
Bro, halfway, like in centre circle.
It was mad as well. Guess who was linked with him last summer?
Liverpool.
Anyway. Angel 1968, big up to Angel saying the players aren't all rubbish. It's the fact that some of the most essential players, Virgil van Dijk, Salah, Matic, Thiago, Bobby, Hendo, Milner, are all 30 plus, and Fab, age unknown. G, can you rebuttal this, please?
Huh?
Can you rebuttal this?
What about the age?
Yeah, the age ain't the problem, bro.
Bro, in yesterday's match against Real Madrid, they had a higher age average than Liverpool. Just letting you know. They had a higher age average than Liverpool.
Yeah, remember our man got dog ears, bro.
yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, they got them dog ears, boy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's mad. 2 seconds. Jesus, man. Bro, doing stuff with one eye is crazy, you know. I'm clicking stuff. It's not even clicking now.
One eye. Yo.
One eye. We've got a cool dude in the building with us. A cool dude saying, "Hey, Jerry Maguire, you got a plan to fix this, right?" What
man said, Jerry Maguire, you know. Yo,
who started this? Who started this? Man. Anyway, Sui Junior, big up to Sui saying, "Edwards or Usman, guys."
This is a perfect segue. Tune in tomorrow. Just
tune in tomorrow for all those bets. There we go. There we go. Jeff V. Big up to Jeff V saying Jude should go to Madrid. Klopp stupid, good for nothing. Training system will destroy him.
Yo, I felt that in my heart, you know. Yo.
Sui again saying, look, I told you guys in pre-season that Klopp will not let Fabio get ahead of Jones and Elliott. I remember you did. Cool dude saying ends. Oh, I've read that one already. Namaste. We got cool dude here saying that Trent would be learning bachata in Spain if not for Andy the anchor. Bachata in Spain, bro. You won't be able to learn it, man. You won't be able to learn it.
Just a quick one. Trudon tried to say I was high earlier as well. I saw it, bro. Don't worry.
Trudon, big up.
Yeah, bro. His ends high. I saw it, bro. I did. Don't worry.
We got Sleeping Dragon saying, I'm new around here. Big up to Sleeping Dragon, man. Hope you're doing well.
Big up, man. Big up.
Appreciate you tuning in. Jerome Senior saying, I love watching Arsenal, to be honest. They play some beautiful football. They do at the moment.
Yeah, so does Romz. Yeah, well. It's like a disease around here, man.
It's true, man. Yeah, quick one here. Sui saying, to be fair, Fabio got a 20 plus 30k bonus, but free Carvalho. A bonus for what?
Exactly, for what? Appearances? Would you even call that an appearance?
That's
real talk, isn't it? Is there not like a quota for how many minutes you actually have to play to get an appearance?
James Healy with actually a decent question. I'll check this when that ends. Why doesn't he try Tsimikas at right back? I'm sure if Millie can do a good job like he did at left back, a two-footed fullback can surely play there. Can't be any worse.
Hey, listen, told man about Tsimikas long time, bro. Technical, gifted baller, plays on both sides. He's left-footed and right-footed. He's naturally left-footed. And yes, he can play at right back. But the trouble is, Klopp ain't that smart, so he's not going to do that. Keep telling, man, when we play the low-block teams, stop playing Robbo. There's no room for him to run up and down that wing, bro. We just need a ball-playing, creative player that hits the target instead of hitting the space. Robbo is more of a hit the space type of crosser. Tsimikas is more a target crosser. He will find the man. But, you know what I mean? Who am I, bro? Who am I in it?
You're in the same category. You've got that level 22.5 UEFA license and that. Like that. The remix thing.
Hey, bro, respect me, bro.
I'm respecting it, bro.
Just deep in it, Klopp must have been in that set 8 or something, bro. He had the assistant next to him or something, bro. This guy.
Wow, man said he was SEN, yeah.
No, but bro, this guy, I swear, this guy has like a diploma, not a diploma. He's got something in like psychology, man. So I don't understand.
Bro, psychology, bro. This is my point. Psychology, nothing to do with the football. He's just a life coach, bro. He's just a life coach.
That's why his psychology is can't even say getting the phase outfit, but just helping them off field. He helps them through off field antics and that. Like I bet when a lot of them retire and they have books like, you know what? One time feeling a bit down and Klopp came over for dinner and he helped me with this and that. Nothing.
Bro, he sounded like a teacher's assistant, bro. Like the guy who just sits there in the class with the other.
Nothing football related. It would just be like helping them with other stuff.
Yeah, man, he's just a life coach. I'm not gonna lie, man. Just a life coach. I got Andy Renari saying we need 3 to 4 new players and a huge clear out. United had a massive clear out, and look at them. Same with Arsenal. Yeah, potentially.
3 to 4, bro. We need about 7 or 8, big man.
Just give the youngsters the games now. Play card. Play. You know what? I'll try. Just Curtis in the 10, bro. Bro. I'm just here for vibes now, bro. I'm gonna. Do you know what the next preview show, man? I'm gonna put him in the 10.
Victor Ojomo saying GTV, just like the way you shouldn't act like as if Trent has not been a great player for Liverpool because of one bad season.
Damn.
Move on to the next comment.
No. Answer the question, bro.
Wait for the question. It's a statement, isn't it?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say first was a statement, but I've never said that Trent hasn't been a good player for Liverpool. I've many times I've even said about Jurgen Klopp and everything they have done, but obviously in what's happening now, and he's had it before. We've seen Trent's deficiencies within the team, and someone put out a tweet earlier on today. Can't remember his name, but he put out a tweet talking about the midfield doesn't help with Trent. I'm like, brother, you need to do your job first before you start worrying about other people and their positioning. How about you do your job first, and then we can move on. But Trent's been going forward, Trent's been amazing, absolutely amazing going forward for Liverpool in the last 3-4 years. But as a defender, he hasn't been amazing. You just haven't noticed it much because he hasn't had to defend that much. Ask him to defend, we're here now.
Yeah, facts. We got Mo Khalif saying, how did it make you feel, life coach? That's Klopp.
Yeah.
You know, like after Carvalho got his 14 seconds, he came off, he hugged him and said, how did it make you feel? You know, like that. RJ saying, did you see how dead that England midfield is? Oh my days. Yeah, it is about. Cool dude saying, any chance Klopp is taking a holiday close to the Bermuda Triangle? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Hey, just a quick one as well.
But cool dude, you ain't ramping.
Yeah, I know. Just a quick one though. And don't shoot me down for this one. But with the Trent thing, obviously since we exclude the Real Madrid game, but previous to that, since say after the World Cup, has Trent not been the best right back in the country?
No,
probably. I mean, I can't think of many other right backs really.
You would have to compare that. Like I'm talking about the ones.
I don't think so. Has Solly March played right back this season?
No, I'm talking about since like January. Since after the World Cup, I'm talking about. Because after the World Cup, he's come back and he was playing well.
But do you think he's been playing well, or do you think it's just been better than what we saw in the first part of the season?
Do you know who I would argue? I hate to give them credit because they're the scum.
Ben White.
You could say not even him. You could say Bissaka.
Okay, but then the reason why I asked because I looked at the England team and James got in there and he's been injured for time. Trippier got in there and he's been shocking.
No, but what does that tell you? What were we talking about? What were we talking about before? But
then I'm trying to understand: is the manager picking the players based on form, or is he just picking them because he likes
it? It's agenda, bro. It's agenda.
No, but bro. No. I don't even think it's even, bro. Remember, we spoke. I don't know if we spoke about it on this channel or on Ends on your channel. It's got nothing to do with the agendas or anything like that, bro. At the end of the day, it's the system that we play here. These players can play this system. And in this system, it works well. If you don't play that system anywhere else, he doesn't see a point in even having you in that team because the reality is he doesn't know if you can play anything different. Do you know what I mean? Like you've only played in this one way and it's been successful. He plays so far off that way. Why would you pick Trent? He has no need for a right back of Trent's type of ability, like zero need. I'm not saying don't pick Trent. Listen, I've been on, bro. Come on, man. Like you have to at least pick Trent. But I can see why he doesn't pick Trent because he's like, well, what's the point in picking him?
It's like what you're saying about the Nunes thing, isn't it? It's like you're saying we brought Nunes in as a striker, play him as a striker. The way Southgate's looking at it, I hear you. You can spray a long pass, bro. I don't need you to do that though. Can you lock up your man? And he knows he can't, bro.
No, I'm just thinking, bro. We played how many Premier League games we played? We had like 5 clean sheets, bro, and all the other man them were just getting skint and conceding goals. Reece James ain't kept no clean sheets. Trippier ain't kept no clean sheets since after January. So that's what I'm asking, bro.
Yeah,
no. I agree with you though. I agree with you.
You're right though. You're right, G. Because obviously it's the way that Southgate wants to play in it, so that's why. I was just thinking, why didn't he not get picked? I get the agenda, and I get he's not.
He picked Calvin Phillips. I'm still baffed about that. Like the guy hasn't played football for a year.
Bro, that's mad.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. All right, man. But look, people, it's been another calling show. Big up to all the callers that came and joined in and helped obviously us chop it up as well. Big up to everyone that put in a super chat. Much appreciate Sam Max Legend my head as well. Obviously, Ends, appreciate you being on the panel today. Much love, man. And let the people know what's coming up on the channel, man. I know you obviously had your ranking show. Obviously couldn't make that one, but yeah.
The only thing, I think I've just got a Q&A tomorrow, bro, and then we start again. The content is kind of, it's there in it. It's just obviously now there's no Premier League game, so just be seeing what's going to take place in terms of the international football. So I might cover something like that. But yeah, man, tomorrow's just a Q&A. Non-football and football-related kind of show, man. So any question goes, ask your question, get a decent answer, bro. That's all it is.
All right, so big up, man. Make sure we're heading over there. G, chat to them, man. And obviously the previews out on GTV as well, but big up for obviously
Arsenal just been knocked out just to fit. So I'm
I was just about to say the same
I'm
thing.
hurting a bit. This is it's gonna be.
This is the capitulation, bro. This is it. This is it. This is it. Look at Romz. Look at Romz. Look at Romz. The bet didn't go through.
I'm sad. Now Tom Little though, big up Tom. His Amarin stocks now. They're going through.
They're flying high, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. There's other managers out there, people. Now, to be honest, look, it's international break. So I might take a look at maybe, unfortunately, take a look at England, see what they got popping over on that side of the map. Player watchers obviously still coming out, jumping on Enzo's show. Obviously, if he's got anything, obviously popping during the week. Might even take a look. Me and Enzo speaking off air about doing like a tactical look at two different teams and stuff like that. Might use it for the international break now that we've got it for 2 weeks. So might be a good time to start potentially. Other than that, guys, just make sure Jerry James show, Romz Knows Bets, Ensman's TV, please, like, just keep hitting that subscribe button if you haven't, and smashing the like, please, man. It helps in every way that you don't even know.
Big up. And Romz Knows Bets tomorrow.
Hey, man's tuned in, Rubai.
It's a good thing. It is a good thing. We didn't do bets for the Europa League because I would have lost you lot money. But,
see, he's being honest, guys. He's being honest.
I'm transparent, but no, looking tomorrow. Me and JJ will chop up. But when we will be dropping it at some point tomorrow. But yeah, have the notification bell on. Hit me up with questions. Let me know how you lot did, because off the top of my head, out of my 21 picks, only 3 flopped. So hopefully you don't pick them 3. But yeah, man, tune in tomorrow and keep smashing the likes. Go subscribe to Ends, GTV. Stay here and that. But yeah, man, just tune in tomorrow.
Hey, Jay, when obviously you sort your eye out, and that, I think we should, because we got an international break, bro, I think we should run a FIFA tournament still. Just a little shout, I think we should do still.
I'm on it.
Floki, man, still.
I want it. But cool, man. But look, until next time, again, shout out to what Romz was saying. Make sure we're smashing the notification bell and make sure we're hitting the likes as well. And obviously commenting in the video after the stream's done. It helps the algorithm. But look, man, until next time, it's been the Jerry James Show and we're out, people.